You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. Woo!
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband because they raped you. Do it live. Fuck it. Don't run away from your feelings.
You're killing me, Small.
We'll do it live. Hide your wife, and hide your husband because they raped you. Do it live. Don't run away from your feelings. Hide your wife, and hide your husband because they raped you. Don't run away from your feelings. We'll do it live. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Don't run away from your feelings. Hide your wife. We'll do it live. Don't run away from your feelings. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
We're so credible every time. And the thing is, like,
let the beat drop.
Yeah, he says that, and it's true because every time the beat drops, he brings it in, but it just feels like it's longer every time. That's the weirdest thing
because you know it's coming.
It's like the same amount of time, but it feels longer every time.
That's what she said.
It's the FooL and Friends. Fuck, what episode is this?
27. No, wait, 17.
17.
Barely legal. 17.
Yo, the year episode's coming.
Barely legal.
Hey, man, you need to do math better, man. Right?
It's not the barely legal.
He's like, it's Florida. Oh. Okay. So, if you have been following us and tuning in, we have reached the end of a pinnacle time on the FooL and Friends. The FooL and Friends has been reviewing Cowboy Bebop every 5 episodes, every 2 weeks, or every other week, or whatever you want to say, bi-weekly. And we've come to the end.
End of what? End of the road?
End of the road for Cowboy Bebop. The last episodes, the last 6. So, I know we all watched it, right?
Are we jumping right into that? Is that what you
No, we're not jumping right into it, but
I actually did my homework this time, except for the Cowboy Bebop.
I watched it, but I got to be completely honest. Well, we're not reviewing it yet, are we?
Not yet.
No, not yet.
Yeah, I watched it.
Okay. It's very disappointing. So we see how that's going to go. But also, it comes at night, and Swiss Army Man. Yes. Which, pleasantly surprised by that one. I mean, when I saw the trailer way back, when it was first, announced, I was like, interesting. But I never got around to watching it, so I'm glad we did. But first, Serge, can I get my Apex music?
Shout out to Mike Sawyer for telling me about that one, by the way. I
Yeah.
didn't know about it until
Shout out
he
to
told my
Mike
wife about
Sawyer.
it, yeah.
Shout out
Mike
to
Sawyer.
It's you, man. Right? Oh, rest in peace.
Oh, so you're talking about the theme?
Yeah, Apex. Yeah, Apex. But yeah, that's sad.
That was so sad. I'm starting to get teared up right now.
Right. We won't do that. That's a whole other half hour of a show. But yeah, so I'm gonna get into some news and some things before we get into these reviews. So if y'all follow and watch, you know how we do. So first off, I love Apex. We all know, right? 17 episodes in.
We're official.
Yeah, I'm trying to get that love, you know what I'm saying? If they want to slide me some coins, I'll stream your shit. I got you.
We played that game religiously.
Right, you know what I'm saying? I'll put at least an hour in, once a day maybe.
If I can, yeah.
Fucking Apex is that shit. It's free! It's fucking free!
Best free game out there on
it's
PS4
one,
at least.
hands down one of the best free games. So they've had their grand soiree event, which it's been almost 2 weeks now of random game modes every 2 days. 7 different game modes over the course of 2 weeks, and it's fucking dope. I gotta give them credit. The fact is, they put all that, and if you didn't like an event, you didn't have to play it. Because guess what? For 2 days, it's there, and then guess what? It's gone.
Yeah, it's not like they even took the regular mode away. It was
right.
still there.
Exactly. So that has been pretty fucking dope, and season 4 is coming. I think it's the first week of February.
It's like the 3rd or 4th.
Yeah, something like that.
Which comes with a new character finally, whose name I'm drawing a blank. Forge.
Forge. Yeah, Forge. Which everybody thought was going to be the dude from Halloween.
It's like Revenant or
Revenant.
Yeah.
But apparently he might come too. It's a possibility he might pop up in season 4. So who knows?
Then he could be
They dropped 2
halfway
characters.
through. Well, they did with who was it? Mirage and someone else, right? Or was that one of the seasons they dropped 2 characters?
No, they haven't yet.
I thought they did.
No, not
I
yet.
sworn they did.
So that would be a big fucking deal if they did.
Well, they have 3 extra characters in 3 seasons so far?
Well, they've had season 1 was just as is, and then
Right.
season 2 was Twatson. Her name is Watson, but we call her Twatson.
Okay, good to her.
Why not? But yeah, sexist.
And then this season was Crypto.
Yeah, and this season. So there you go. So it's only.
Well, what about Caustic then? I thought he came out in the first.
No, he was a part of the first.
no,
First. You had to unlock,
him, right?
But
okay.
he was already released.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got you. But yeah, so I'm pretty excited because right now they have the King's Canyon at night,
which we will be doing
At night.
probably after the show.
I need that clip, man, from fucking Fresh Prince. But yeah, they have that going on right now, and also a new sniper rifle was dropped.
What's funny because Bo and I were talking the other day.
Yeah.
How they're gonna introduce a new gun. I said it was gonna be a sniper.
Yeah,
And
and I was like
it should've
hoping
been a
for
shotgun.
that or a pistol or something, you
Right,
know,
an energy pistol, or
Right.
a new shotgun because the Mozambique sucks.
right? Or giving like dual wielding,
Right, yeah, or at least give an
dope.
extra clip or round or two in a clip, you know.
Yeah, and you know, speaking of plasma pistols, though,
Halo.
1 is going to be officially on the PC. What's up? Are you heading out, sir?
Not yet.
Okay, so the Halo 1 remaster.
Yeah,
That's a lot of
I didn't
beers.
bring no 12 pack. I already drank some. most of it. You can't do it. I brought the I was basically the girl that like put like stuffs her shirt and like all this other stuffs her bra, whatever.
I guess that's
I
equivalent.
brought in my 12 pack, but there's only 4 in there. That's what it was.
Makes sense.
Fucking married.
But yeah, so they're if you got the I forgot what the fuck. I think you have to have one of their I think it's a live account or something, but you can get in for the stress test because they're going to be dropping that. So you're going to be able to go back to old school Halo 1 fucking warthogs and pistols.
Nice.
Oh man, that's tempting. But also there was something I saw and remember I mentioned this. So you had the Detective Pikachu movie, which was actually pretty good.
Really good.
It was really good for what it was.
I was expecting to like not like it at all. And
yeah,
I was like,
and I loved it. I was like, wow, this is good. So and then now you have Sonic coming, which if Sonic is good, that would be fucking dope. I'll be very happy about that. And then the dude, if anybody has seen Star Wars Rogue One, he is interested. He wouldn't mind. He would be up for doing a Star Fox movie.
What, the director?
Yes,
What?
he would be up for that. So if we could do that,
I could see that being pretty awesome.
I'm down for Duke. The Smash Brothers Initiative. What's up? What's up?
You're already talking about Smash. I'm still thinking about Star
I'm just saying, if all these movies hit, which is possible, because now that Sonic was fixed, they actually listened. So the fans, all y'all motherfuckers that bitched and complained about how bad Sonic looked, you better go see the fucking movie. Pay for that shit. Don't fucking stream that shit like this fucking guy. You're out? Oh, like why you like bowing like you leaving then?
No, I'm bowing because I was part of the people that started the wave of fixing bullshit Sonic.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you better go pay to see that shit. You're one of the people then. So yeah, if that goes well, you know, I feel like it can happen. I feel like a Smash Brothers movie could happen. I'm just saying, I would be up for
How's
that.
that plot go?
I don't know.
Same one, the Mortal Kombat one.
Right.
What plot?
Well, actually, hold
Yeah,
on.
what plot? They just fight.
They do well in the newer shit. They're gonna have an actual, but no,
Don't get
realistically,
thrown off the island. That's the plot.
hey, if they want to stay true to it, think about it. If they want to stay true to it, they could just do the Master Hand. Master Hand can come pick these motherfuckers up like an alien and take them to a planet where they got to fight each other to death.
Damn.
Well, not to the death until they get off the screen.
Until they get knocked off the island.
Yo, and how dope would that be? Going to the movies and then them like kind of zooming out and then like the fight scene plays out like an actual fight, you know? and then you see the characters fly off the fucking screen, and then they're just back to like the next scene or whatever after the fight, like nothing happened.
Watch him respawn.
As long as John Leguizamo can reprise his role.
Yo, I'm down.
It's Mario.
Fucking down. No, he was Luigi.
He was Luigi.
yeah.
And then Ron Jeremy can take over as Mario.
Oh, no.
Bob Hoskins was Mario.
Then I'm happy.
The guy that played Smee, and what's his name in Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah,
the
he
same
was
guy did
also
Mario.
Detective Eddie Vallon. Eddie Vallon? Yeah, Eddie Vallon. Right?
Unfortunately, he passed away though.
You don't remember Roger Rabbit?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, Roger
Eddie
Rabbit.
Valentine?
Oh,
I don't remember his name.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Valens.
Bob Hoskins.
Was it Valentine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Valens is from La Bamba.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Richie.
Totally different movies.
Oh yeah. He was an awesome actor though.
But yeah, I mean, come on. You wouldn't want to see a Smash Brothers movie? Fuck it. Why not?
Throw it down the highlight.
I would download that.
And look, hey, if you go into it self-aware, knowing what you're doing, I think it can get pulled off. I'm just saying.
You go in there knowing, going with your expectations extremely low.
Exactly. You just go in with the worst expectations and you'll be fine. But which leads me into the ongoing criticism. Their last fucking DLC character, which the name was it Byleth? Is that what it is? She's from a Fire Emblem.
Oh, I haven't played any of those.
Yeah, I mean, I played one, but she definitely is hated. A lot of people are really upset. Like, and I was disappointed. Like, because here's the thing: I'm a big Smash Brothers fan. Duh, right? So they're talking about the dropping the last DLC. Everybody's been waiting for it. Like, all right, we got some dope people, and we're expecting possibly somebody to round up the fact that all these franchises are new, And then next thing you know, seconds into it, you're like, this is fucking Fire Emblem. There's already 7 of these motherfuckers. Now we about to get an 8th one. How you gonna have more than Zelda?
Why would you do that before someone like Crash or Master Chief or
Right. Well, and those are super long shots, but
or we even talked about the dudes from Bubble Bobble.
Yeah.
Bob and Bob, something like that. That'd be awesome.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that can't really work.
Yeah, it can't do
Guys
Ice
from
Climbers.
Bubble Bobble?
Yeah, like Ice
Ice
Climbers
Climbers.
types.
Oh,
What about Pac-Man?
What's
yeah,
up,
but
Pac
Bobble, you got to put people
What's
in
up, Rob?
bubbles.
What's up, Rob?
That wouldn't be
Rob
fair.
was a fucking device.
But that still wouldn't
That's
be
old
fair.
school.
Wii Fit
Nintendo.
Trainer. What's up?
So what? Did bubbles do damage?
You can, dude.
Yeah,
fucking
why not?
Squirtle.
So the bubbles do damage.
Right, that'd be the light
The
attack.
super move
the
is you
B.
put them in a bubble and you gotta jump on top of it.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Or
That'd be
that's
awesome.
one of their moves.
One of them, yeah.
You can use that to bounce up.
But you
back
could also
onto
put the
stage.
bubble. Oh yeah, that's how you get back on the stage, and you got the lightning bubbles.
Exactly, bro. I'm telling you, it's doable.
It can work.
I don't know.
Sonic.
We have to further research.
Further research, nothing, bro. They made characters
If
out
they
of.
can do the Wii Fit
Mr.
Trainer,
Game & Watch.
Yeah, that
right?
was a
Yeah.
terrible, terrible guy.
No, he's actually used in
Mr.
pro
Game
play.
Watch is trash.
Yeah, Sonic's in it, dude. Everyone that's been featured in any of the Smash Brothers is in Ultimate.
Yeah.
And it's fucking amazing. But yeah, so people are really hot about that shit. Like, I have a group that I'm with on Facebook, and it's like ridiculous. Like, they're still like a week after the fact, like upset. And then the people that are happy about it, their thing is hose mad. Like, I'm like, really? Bruh, like, I'm just like, I was expecting better, But there's 6 more coming, so that'll be interesting.
6 more what?
6 more DLC characters.
Oh,
Yeah. They're adding 6 more to the already 70-some plus characters. Bruh. What? There's a couple of rumors. Crash is one of the rumors, actually. Crash Bandicoot.
what about Waluigi?
Right? I'm okay with that. Like, because that was PlayStation, like, 1. Exactly. That was their answer to Mario.
awesome.
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
So I would think, plus Sonic, I feel like those were all the mascots. The Microsoft right now is Banjo-Kazooie, which if they got Master Chief, that would really bring, like, Smash Brothers would be video game Valhalla, like fucking Mount Olympus, the gods of gaming. Ooh.
Well, Master Chief is a titan in the gaming world. It only makes sense to put
Right.
him in there. you know?
If they could work something
If they
out,
could.
that would be dope. Like, I mean, Snake made it.
yeah.
Fucking Solid Snake from Metal Gear.
Right?
And
If he
even,
can make it, anything can happen.
Simon Richter, or was it Simon Richter?
That
Some Battletoads.
Simon and Richter from Castlevania. They should have been in that shit a while ago. But yeah,
Think I
so
made the Battletoads movie?
That would be dope too. I'd be about it.
Add the Battletoads.
Dude, Battletoads could be like a Ninja
Battletoads.
Turtles
Right.
movie, you know?
Contra. Put them in there too.
Um,
While we're at it.
Yeah, the Risers. Yeah, Bill Riser and the other one.
All right, fuck it. What about Double Dragon?
Yeah, Billy and Jimmy. Vector Man.
Yeah.
Earthworm
Next, yeah.
Jim.
Yes.
Earthworm Jim.
That would be
yeah.
awesome.
Jim.
These are all potential people, but I think they're probably going to put another Fire Emblem person in.
I want this to be featured.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
because the Bucks won over the Browns.
I hate you.
Don't start that. Don't start
Go
that.
ahead. Go ahead. Let me turn you
Both
up.
had Super Bowl aspirations before the year started. Ended up with losing records, but
But
I think every team's like, we going to do
me and
this this year.
Sergio bet a 12-pack of High Lie. Who has
was
a
it a
better
12
record?
pack or was it a 6
It
pack?
was a 12-pack, man. Don't go renege on this. 12-pack.
I'm gonna need the audio. I'm gonna need the audio.
Episode, one of the first ones, man.
I do recall saying this, but I don't recall
Beginning of the
what.
season. It was somewhere before the season started. Damn it.
You're right. It was. It was a
Yeah,
while
I was
back.
like, yeah. And I was like, but dude, Bucks are going to the Super Bowl. They're going to win it all. You said, I didn't.
Yo, I am the worst. I am literally the worst person to make bets.
Yeah.
I don't think I've won
But
one.
Bucks end up with a 7-9 record. Browns end up with a 6-10 record. I win this bet.
That's
I'm willing to. We can make a bet in the future as well.
No, I'm done making bets. I am done. After this year, I'm done.
Yeah.
We'll figure this out.
You know who else is done? Sony. See how I did that there? That was pretty dope.
Nice
right?
transition.
They're done with E3. They're not doing it again this year. And E3 is the big fucking deal of the year when it comes to gaming and
Right.
shit like of that nature, like entertainment, products like the systems and all that shit. You know,
Right. They're
like,
one of the 3 huge ones.
they're not participating this year.
Why?
Fucking who
Or why
knows? I don't know.
It's a fucking dumb show anyway.
Oh,
Here we go. Here we go. He's coming in hot.
I'm not coming into nothing. I'm just speaking the truth.
That was it.
It's just trailers and fucking.
and release.
watch it on
Hey,
the
look.
Like, who cares?
Hey,
I care
They
about
go up there.
certain
They go up there
games.
like.
hold up.
Here at
hold
Sony,
up. Hold up.
We
hold up.
think about the gamers first. So with that said, it's like who cares, man?
Hold up.
To be
though.
fair, though,
you can do that with fucking sports.
I was gonna say, yeah, exactly.
I don't
For
watch
someone,
award shows for sports or anything like that.
someone that
Or
does-
It's not
like,
an award
it's not
show.
an award
I
show.
watch the games.
It's a preview to what they're dropping.
I'm watching no preview.
So you don't go to the fucking training camps.
I do watch that. but
Shut the
that's-
fuck up.
that's
That's
actually-
the sports version of it.
We are done.
No.
It's
That's
the same
football,
thing because
bitch.
you're getting a
I'm
preview
watching the
of
football
what you're
players.
gonna see.
Not at all. You're not.
You gonna let him
And
talk to
I'm
you like
watching
that,
the
Red?
trailers and gameplay footage of the
watching my-
games
I'm
I'm
watching-
gonna play.
I'm watching my team on my own accord, my own like.
And
I'm
I'm
going-
watching my company
I'm
tell me
like,
shit they gonna give me.
Are you there live? Are you sitting there watching it?
If I could,
Well,
I
you could
would.
be, yeah.
What I'm saying. Well, but what are you watching? You're watching a trailer. You can watch that at home on your YouTubes.
You can
on the
do the same
YouTubes.
thing. with
You can't
the
watch
trailers.
an old
games
man.
Like that.
Yeah, you
I
can.
mean, you can. You can watch like plays. You can't watch it like live.
You
You,
can-
can't go up there.
You know
get
you're
your
old when you
autograph
start
from
writing
them and
duh in
shit.
front of everything.
You can't do
on
that.
the YouTubes.
Are you getting autographs
On
from
the
Yakumo
Facebook and on the
Mashishi?
Facebook.
You doing that?
You could. I mean, you can.
I don't think so.
No, they do. They have like.
Autograph sessions.
So it's the same thing, bro. Don't
Yeah.
discount that.
Look,
Don't
gonna get her.
attack this show.
this show
That's part of the show, man. Gaming is part of the show, dude.
E3. I said.
Yeah, and that's big gaming.
I think
deal.
E3 overall is it's just hype, man. It's
Yeah,
not-
that's the whole point.
I guess.
Why not?
Yeah, it's
Look,
the
y'all
point.
can enjoy E3. I don't enjoy it.
Right.
No,
But you enjoy watching Draft Day.
But you know what's funny? I do watch E3 stuff.
gonna get that.
I do watch it.
Right.
At the end of the day. But it's not. But overall, it's more a
'Cause
waste.
that's
Of,
you.
It's more,
That's you.
It's more a waste of my time than it's not.
Right, but
So,
that's
like-
you. Like for me, watching the draft, waste of time.
Let's put it this way. If I was, well, dude, it's like people that are actually coming on the team, and like it makes
Right.
sense.
But if you're
Yeah.
running a multi-million-dollar business, especially in video games, you
But
got to get the
they're-
hype up. You got to advertise.
but they're
E3
showing
is
shit
that
the
they-
best advertisement.
They're showing shit they can literally just drop on the
Advertise.
internet, and they're coming up there. They're coming up there in their suit and ties,
Yeah.
and they're fucking
Right.
It's just
Yeah.
silly. It's silly.
And that's the
I don't
same thing. That's Draft Day, baby.
But is it?
E3 is Draft Day
I don't know.
because you're getting a sneak peek at what you're getting.
Sure the fuck is.
You're a fan of the Bucks. You're getting
That's
a sneak
right.
peek
Yeah,
of what
but-
players you're getting.
I'm going to the
And then you
stadium.
can then
I'm
theorize
cheering
like,
for
yo,
my
all right,
team.
so this year we gonna get with this
Okay.
player. You know what I'm saying? You can't argue this. It's the same thing, dude. It's the same
God.
thing, bro.
Yeah.
football, video games.
I
It's
will
the same
say
fucking
this.
thing.
I'm both.
Fandom.
Man.
I will
is the
say
same.
this. If I was,
It is, yeah. The fandom's the same.
if I was, I guess if you're into gaming, I could see like how you could be like into that.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're into like NFL heavy, like you are,
But-
I get it. Like I'm not. I think that's cool. Like
But-
do that.
But then there's people like me. I'm into gaming. I only watch the trailers I give a shit about. But I'm also into football. But I don't go to the spring training or practices.
Yeah,
You know?
but you don't know football like you know games.
I know football pretty well, actually.
Like you know
What?
games.
Huh?
Like you know games.
Some. I've been watching
don't think
football since I was like 4.
Okay.
Ooh, I think that's another show happening. I think we need to get them on cover too.
I mean, it might not even be like I've been watching since. It's like there's a love. You have more of a love for gaming.
I've been
I would
watching
imagine.
for the last 2 weeks. I know football, damn it.
Don't you tell him what he knows.
But yeah, so I know.
Yeah,
just-
I don't know.
I can't
like
argue.
both sports.
I can't argue with like it's hyped up, like the
Yeah.
way they do the draft and they go up there and they get on the mic and
bro,
they have
people
silly
have
shit.
draft parties.
No, I know that.
That's what I'm saying.
But-
like we don't have E3 parties.
Yeah, that's because it matters more.
To you,
And we're back to square one.
No, it does matter, man. Like,
no,
what-
they
who
they
you
both
draft-
are fucking like
I
money.
just don't think
making
E3 is as
conglomerates.
important as a draft. Is what I'm saying. Like E3 is trailers essentially, and I mean, like if you really break down what it is, it's not a whole lot.
But it's also, but you're also looking.
you go
at
to
for-
movie theater, you get trailers in front of your movie,
right? But you're also only looking at the aspect from not going. You can't.
No, if I
vote.
win,
As
it'd be
a-
awesome. You're
right, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, yeah.
As a patron,
no, I could see that.
Right.
I wouldn't even.
That's
say
what I'm
that.
saying.
Yeah,
so
okay.
just because like I can't be there doesn't mean I don't want to enjoy it like you would want to sit down and enjoy watching.
No,
the
I
draft.
get that, bro.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
If you're there, it's totally different.
Right,
Like training camp.
and you get swag and shit too when you go.
Yeah, it's
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
just like training camp.
Yeah.
When I'm there, it matters.
and you get to leave with shit.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like
No, dude, I
Yeah.
wasn't saying that at
See?
all.
cheers.
But
Oh,
no, I like to find a middle ground with people. But
Yeah, and that's what I was trying to say. I'm like, bruh, it's pretty much
No,
the same
you're
thing.
right.
Yeah,
you're right about
like
that.
the idea. It's not the same thing, but it's the general
Let's
idea.
put it like this
Yeah.
though. I'm not watching training camp shit on my phone. Like,
Right.
here we go, like whatever. If I'm there, it's like awesome.
But if you could though, like, what if you couldn't be there and you could still kind of watch some of the shit? You would
Oh, of course.
exactly,
I definitely understand
If it was right here in Tampa,
but you couldn't go for some reason.
But if it was right here in Tampa,
yeah, but
I would go.
but if you couldn't go for
And
some
I'm not even
reason,
that into gaming. I would go to E3
right?
if it was right here.
Oh fuck yeah,
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
I get it, man.
That was great. Thank
That's
y'all
how
for
we
being a
came
part
to
of
it.
it.
Yeah, like it's perfect. Yeah, we
All
came
right.
to an agreement.
That was fun.
I feel like you guys should just hug it out or something. I don't know.
Touch dicks.
All right.
Oh,
Oh, all right. And cross streams.
That was ugly.
Go ahead.
What did you do, Al?
What happened? What happened?
All right.
That's how that works.
So
Don't tell me that we lost. The
no,
hug
man,
is
that's
lost.
just a fire stick.
oh yeah, this thing's all right.
I haven't hugged him since I've never hugged him. That was the first time.
no, we've had bro hugs.
Okay,
Yeah, we've had bro hugs.
you're pretty skinny, man.
I know.
Is it butts out or is it like kind of
The what?
like a good caress?
He's in shape.
He's in shape? Round?
Oh, Thug Mansion.
He's thick.
All right,
He's thick.
You out?
ready?
Y'all out of here, man.
Let me finish this first.
Hey, what happened to your hat, man? I have to ask
I retired the hat, bro.
you. Really?
Yeah.
I missed that episode.
Yeah, you know, a lot of stuff's been happening. I said, you know what? Let me retire the hat.
Good for you.
We're gonna go all gratin.
All right.
You would never know you're 70.
Yeah. No, I said let me let the hair flow, bro. I gotta let it breathe.
Bro, when this guy told me he was 40, I'm like, what?
You're 40?
Yes.
Some of my crushes are watching, bro. Don't blow the spot.
You?
Bay's
Well, you didn't have to admit
Alfie,
that you were
get
40.
out of here, man. Don't literally leave, damn it.
Yeah, we gotta leave shortly. We got a couple of big meetings down there in Ybor City. I can't discuss anything yet. Just know that it's gonna be a big deal for Flow Ohio Radio.
All right.
And, yeah, I'm waiting on G to show up. If he don't show up within the next 5 minutes, we're gonna ride out. You gotta meet us there.
All right. Make shit happen, man. Proud of you, bro.
All right.
I love your
It's
inspiration.
already happened, bro.
Are we
All right.
are we transitioning here?
No, yeah, I'm gonna hang out for a little bit more.
Okay.
Oh.
And then
All right,
we'll ride
so-
out shortly.
We're gonna get into the reviews now. Actually, I'm gonna start it with "It Comes at Night" because that shit.
Oh, my God.
I think it just needs to has to go right in. So you said you did no homework, right?
I did no homework, guys. I am so sorry. It's like in school.
Oh, man, I picked that for you. I picked It Comes at Night for you.
I even got
Why?
Netflix
I
to
come in
watch
during
this.
the day.
No. He's fucking like his favorite song's fucking what is that? What's that fucking? God damn it!
Oh, that was good.
I joked just with shit.
That's okay. You won that round.
All right.
That was your round.
All right.
I'll give you that.
All right. Good night, everybody.
You get a pass.
That's it.
You get a pass. All right.
It's more than just a pretty face.
So you picked it. So you know how we
did.
do since you picked it.
So this guy hated the witch. Like,
Yeah.
I knew you motherfucking.
So I was like, I'm gonna keep it dark.
yo, dude, that shit. Wow.
I'm fucking dying, dude. I wish you could have watched it, man.
No,
you would have been. You would the whole time. You were like, "Fuck you, Red."
I know.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I knew it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
knew it.
dark as fuck, man. But it's a great movie too.
it is. It has made me
Yeah.
uncomfortable as fuck.
That's the whole point.
That's what she said.
That's what horror doesn't do nowadays, man.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't Insidious 3, Chapter 3.
Right.
Okay, this is fucking
Book
No,
5.
I think a good
Yeah,
horror,
Book 5.
a good horror movie doesn't rely on scare jumps. It relies on the atmosphere and bringing you to the point of suspense by not
Yes.
actually having to jump up by the
Fuck yes.
anticipation of it.
Yes.
Dude,
That's
yeah,
a true horror movie to me.
There was a lot
atmosphere and mood in this movie is like everything.
The atmosphere was definitely there.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. And the thing is, and you know what I love and hate about these types of movies? They only give you bits and pieces of what the fuck's going on.
Right.
And then you're sitting there like, what? So, like, spoiler alert.
Do you really have to say that anymore?
Wait,
No.
are we doing like? Are we going?
Yeah, we always go full on spoiler.
Okay.
But,
No, but I mean like one
oh,
person
yeah.
to the next.
no, yeah, I'm going to give it back
His
to you.
review is what the fuck
Don't
is
e-
this?
don't even
I come
point
in.
at me.
I come
Dennis is
during
first
the day.
then.
Yeah. No,
I like Afternoon Delight. That's the song I was thinking of.
No, I'm going to give it back
Damn
to
it!
you.
My joke was great in my
It
mind.
was- you missed the spike, bro. You missed the spike.
I missed it. I fucking went up and there's the ball.
You just let him.
Fucking hilarious.
He's like Daria in the opening scene.
Yeah.
Just reach up.
Let's go.
I was there, but yeah, no, it's just yeah that whole idea of like obviously it's some type of zombie, you know, something
Outbreak.
whatever, yeah, disease,
I just think of it as like a literal virus.
yeah, exactly. I mean,
I
but
don't
yeah,
think it's like people. I mean, yeah, they get infected, but they don't really. It's not like the undead. You know what I'm saying? Right. They still die just like you do, and then they're done. Maybe not though. They incinerate them. Right. Dude, you have to. Dude, you don't know what's going on with this movie exactly. That's the beauty of it. Where are you going, bro?
Oh,
He's leaving. It's just the three of us now.
I know. I'm like, what are the two of you? Because I don't even know what the fuck.
yeah.
Should I get there?
All right,
Oh, shit, it's like musical chairs.
I know. Are we all gonna like just shipped over? Nah, nah, we're okay.
I don't want the short chair.
there we go.
Ray, you been working out, bro? You been working out?
I feel like your headphones are very
Fuck you,
low.
man. Feel them shoulders, bro. No, I like
All right, hey,
Yeah.
hey, I feel like these are low.
for you,
Right.
man.
But this it sounds low. Okay. All right. So, yeah. Yeah. Right? Aren't they? All right. So you're it's on you right now. By the way, Red.
Yeah, you recommended it, so
Oh, it comes tonight.
yep.
Yeah.
So like, you take Walking Dead.
Right.
You say, oh, that's unrealistic. Not really the way things would go. It's people going, dude, this is like.
What? What's wrong?
I'm just like. I feel like it's like Walking Dead, but realistic.
Yeah.
It's kind of like literally you're a fly on the wall. They drop you in this world and they say, look. I mean, dude, from the opening scene, you're seeing. See, I don't want to spoil it with Dennis.
Well,
Man,
But
go ahead.
from the opening scene.
You don't give a shit about all the listeners, but you give a shit about spoiling it to Dennis.
Well, because we already said
hey,
spoilers.
the
but like, this
listeners should know. Like the listeners should know.
I'm just giving you shit.
But yeah.
Anyway, yeah, they drop you right in this world.
Hell
And
yeah,
it's
dude.
dark and bleak from the beginning. I'm gonna act like Dennis isn't here, dude, because this is like so antithetical to who I am. Like talking about spoilers to somebody who hasn't seen a movie.
Right.
But like, dude, they drop you right in. This guy's obviously fucking I don't know what's going on with his skin. The fucking boils.
So it was like
Yeah, the
lesions and
grandpa.
whatnot?
Yeah. And like they take him out, execute him essentially.
Fucking execute grandpa, bro.
Dude. And he's calling him. I mean, and apparently the director of the movie, he wrote it as well.
Yeah.
And he talks about how like he wrote this movie 2 months after his dad died, and he had an estranged relationship with his father.
Right.
He didn't talk to him for like 7 years, and then he started talking to him while he was on his deathbed. And they kind of had like a few conversations, and that was about it.
Right.
Hey, real quick, I'm sorry. I just kind of go into the comments here.
Yeah.
Shout out to my cousin Sonia.
Hell yeah.
She was commenting. It just kind of uploaded right here, like a little late here, but she was talking about the Canucks, Canadians up there in Canada. They have E3 parties. So
Oh shit! Shout out to your cousin.
So
Shout out to her.
Shout out to her, her husband.
Shout
Alex,
out.
They're big gamer fans.
I'll take the L.
I'll take. There you go. They have. She was the Canucks have E3 parties. I'm like, all right,
Dude, that's fucking dope.
there we go.
I want to go to E3 party.
She said, all right, buy your ticket. And come
Right?
on,
I'll come. I'll fly up there. Like, what up?
So there's 2 reasons that I recommend this movie.
Hell yeah.
Trey Edward Schultz, the director. He did probably my favorite movie last year, Waves.
Oh yeah.
So
I
same
remember that.
director. This was before that. Before this was Kershaw, which is also great. Super low budget. The marketing is kind of like saying like it comes at night. Like even the title kind of suggests there's like a monster or maybe
Right.
Yeah. But the movie itself, man, when you start watching it, it's like, oh shit, you're just like I said, kind of a fly on the wall. There's no exposition whatsoever.
Yeah.
As far as like what's actually going on in this world, there's no like usually with these kind of movies, like there's like they're telling you a story beforehand. They're like, it's like let's pull out the storybook and tell them like, well, this happened and that happened.
Yeah.
Like, there's none of that shit. They just drop you right into the world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No
the opening
bedtime.
was,
No bedtime stories.
The opening was pretty awesome. Yeah.
Yes.
And they just opened it up, man. They're putting this guy, pulling him out on a wheelbarrow. And
Right. Well, and the thing is too with the opening, mind you, like now, yes, it built it and everything, but I also was just like, yo, they about to fucking execute this motherfucker.
Well, let me let me explain a little bit for people that haven't seen it.
Yeah.
The movie starts off and it shows like this guy probably in his like 60s,
Yeah.
and he's looks sick.
Right.
And
He's got like weird looking fungus looking
yeah, you
type
can tell
shit
he's got like
on
the
him.
bags under his eyes and everything.
Yeah.
And you hear a voice talking to him. It's muffled, and eventually it starts panning out. And the camera starts turning and panning around the room, and you see that it's his daughter speaking to him through a like a gas mask.
Yeah.
And then you see the room looks like something from Dexter. It's all quarantined off with like plastic.
Yeah.
And stuff. And you're just kind of like,
That's
the fuck is
exactly
this?
what I thought of too. Was fucking Dexter.
And then you just see her just like, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna
Yeah.
be okay. And you're like, it's not gonna be okay if she's saying that. You know
Right.
what's going on?
Bruh,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was
fucked.
gonna happen right there.
Yeah, that's
I
what
thought I was like, oh, it's about to go down right now. Like we going in, like this movie ain't even like a minute in, and somebody about to get killed. Like,
it's so fucked up too because they're like, it's okay, just relax. They lean him back.
Yeah.
They put a pillow on his head and shoot him right in the head.
Nah.
Take his body out back and burn it.
And dude, like I'm
a
telling
pit.
you, like the movie's about like so that central character.
Yeah.
What's
What,
the
Paul?
actor's name? Yeah, Paul. But what's his name?
Oh, I don't know,
dude,
dude.
he kills it. Edgerton.
Yeah.
He was good.
Uh,
I think he was probably the best person in that movie, to be honest.
Dude.
I will say this real quick.
At the end of the movie, when
His
she's
son?
running off and he has to turn around and she's kill me.
Yeah.
God, yeah.
That
Yeah.
fucking shit,
Nuts.
Dude.
The way he looks down, and he's like, "Fuck!" And he's like, "I know I got to do this." And he comes back up. I don't want to. I have to say it.
It's okay, man. Just do it. Just do it, man. Just
Well,
rip
that
the
scene right
Band-Aid.
there, you see like
I'm saying so. The opening of the movie,
Bro, real quick.
So the opening of the movie,
real quick. His son,
yeah,
you're probably gonna hate me for this, but I want him to be Miles Morales.
dude. No, I'm not hating that,
Dude,
That
I
guy
feel
should
like
be
he would
celebrated more.
murder.
He's in Waves.
I feel like
He's
that
in that
kid,
movie I love so much, Waves.
Yeah.
He's the central. So,
and we're talking
just
about his
watch-
son, right?
Yes, his son.
Yo,
He's the central
his
character
son,
in
Miles
Waves.
Morales, all day.
I agree.
I'm there, dude.
Dude.
I'm watching that.
I could totally see that. Yeah,
He's a great actor,
he was
man.
kind of
Yeah.
awkward.
And
in the movie,
Waves,
though.
he even like in this one, he's more shy and he's kind of
Right.
like his character is more subdued, so he doesn't really have a whole lot of moments that show you. But like in Waves, you could see like this kid's a great actor, man. Like great actor. Like you got to watch Waves. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But yeah, the opening of the movie, like you see this guy, and he has to take out his own, not his grandfather, but you know,
Father-in-law.
it is his grandfather, but his father-in-law.
Yeah, his
Exactly.
father-in-law. There you go.
I'm sorry, father. Yeah. And you kind of see him losing his humanity a little bit in that moment.
Yeah, you watch it
because you see him do it, and it's like methodical, and it's like roll him. You know, he kind of like rolls him in there and sets him on fire.
But that also obviously wasn't his first time either.
Yeah, exactly. He's got something.
There's a certain like calculation to it that he has.
I feel like people who watch Walking Dead, they watch Walking Dead and they go, "I'd be a badass in that world. There's no way I would." And this movie's like,
you see the humanity.
So antithetical to that idea. It's like, no, you would fucking die. First of all, first of all, like you would either lose your humanity just living in that world, but even losing that humanity, you would die yourself, and that essentially is what happens in the movie as well. But it's like
society would go feral. It wouldn't take long, but society would go feral.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
you have to.
Oh, to survive?
And
Fuck
like,
yeah.
especially if you can't see the symptoms, like shit like that's so much scarier than a monster.
Well, and the thing is, the symptoms were the eyes, though.
The eyes.
Yeah.
That's why.
But the thing
is,
Homeboy it's too late by that time, from what I noticed, from what they were explaining.
That's what it seemed
Dude,
like.
I think so. Here's my theory on the movie. Watching it twice.
Yeah.
Because the first time you're kind of
real quick
in the moment. The second time you kind of see things a little bit better.
So they do. Some random people show up to try breaking the house. Guy does, and they end up meeting him and his family, or whatever, just to kind of bring everybody in on this, because that whole
it's so hard me thinking there's an audience.
Yeah, right. That's the best part, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, just that. Like, go ahead now, because I know you have to kind of know that they had another family that.
Yeah, they brought in this family, and it's one of those things where it's like you want to be nice and you want to help people and everything, but it's like. There's not a character in this movie. One thing I love about this movie, you understand every character's motivation, and there's not necessarily a wrong choice made ever, even at the end, I don't think. It's one of those things where, like, continuously through the movie, the way things just happen to fall in place, people just kind of react.
Yeah.
Like, it's... how do I word that? I don't know.
Well, it's worth mentioning.
I mean, you can't necessarily blame the father for trying to protect his family the way he does.
Right.
And it's like... While he does lose his humanity, and I think that's what the opening of the movie really is trying to show you is like, look, you think you would respond a certain way toward the end of the movie with this family, but dude, if it's like us or them,
right?
That scene's totally worth mentioning, by the way.
Yeah,
the guy that's breaking into the other house, his name is Will. He's actually one of the main characters as well. He's the one that has the other family that's down the road. That whole scene where he's knocked out because he's breaking into the house, and then Paul ends up taking him out and tying him to a tree. Then he has this weird nightmare where he sees the dude's face and his eyes are all blacked out.
Yeah.
So well, I think that was
Travis has a nightmare.
Right.
So that's my theory: is he's infected from the beginning because he's having these like when
that's
dude,
true.
Me too. I was thinking the same thing
from the dog.
Speaking of that, how about some symbolism in the freaking beginning with the kid when he's looking in the fire? And you see him with the gas mask on, and the flames from his grandfather's body right over his mouth.
Yes,
I noticed that when I first saw it. I'm like, that's gonna be symbolism for something down the road, because the director did that, meticulously. He put it there, yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, that dog. So
that was messed up.
They say the symptoms of this, like as it's coming on, these like you sleepwalk because like when he tells him that his kid sleepwalk when he says like he found the kid in the other room, he's like, is he sleepwalking?
Oh, Andrew.
Yeah, Andrew. The father looks down or looks at Will and he goes, so he's sleepwalking? And it's like, so that's like a symptom or something. Like he's kind of saying that for a reason. And that's when he's like, look, we need to separate. Like there's something going on here. But if you pay attention to Travis is having like these nightmares and like you don't know if he's actually sleepwalking himself. I think he's the one that actually opened the door and everything.
Well, that's what they showed at the end.
Yeah. He kind of goes through.
They kind of like after the ending, basically.
So here, timeline.
They
wise,
then
here's
show
what I think
that
happened.
part of him
in the timeline. Here's what I think happened. The grandfather was. So obviously, the grandfather was in contact with everybody,
right,
before he had to be executed,
right.
So like, if anybody's infected, it's probably somebody in the family.
Well, his dog.
That's what I think.
Yeah,
the dog. So like, and if you, dude, and here's the thing: I watch movies with the subtitles on all the time, and immediately after they execute the grandfather, Travis goes to his room and they see the dog's in the bed and he's kind of sitting there on his side, and it says wheezing.
Yeah,
from the dog.
That's true. I didn't notice that,
dude. The dog. It says the dog is wheezing, and I'm like,
I didn't notice that the dog was breathing heavier.
And the dog is breathing heavy, and he's kind of like struggling to breathe, and it's like, Man, I didn't notice that the first time. It just looked like he was maybe tired. Maybe he had a long day. A little,
Right. as long of a day as you can have as a dog. Yes.
He's like, fuck, they killed my boy.
Right.
It's hard to sleep
my
in 16
dog.
hours a day.
They killed my dog. How am I going
My
to live?
own ass. Fuck.
My own.
Damn, bro. Like, you think that's what it is, but no.
All right.
He's infected.
So, let's go ahead and what was your favorite scene or memorable scene from the movie?
Oh, dude, I could talk about this movie forever.
I know, but we gotta. We got things we gotta discuss.
So let me say, I recommended The Witch. That's like a Puritan's nightmare, right?
Right.
Pretty much.
Bro.
Like, it's so pure.
Don't even.
I want to
remind
get
me
you
about
involved in the conversation.
I know. I know. I know.
So, like, that's like a Puritan's nightmare.
Yeah.
This is more like somebody transitioning from a boy to a man. That's their nightmare. You got to protect your family.
Right.
You got to be. It's a little more. It's about like what happens when masculinity can kind of go wrong. You know what I'm saying? There's a little bit of that going on. Sometimes you get overprotective. I don't even know if you could totally trust the family as well, though. But I think that's the point of the movie. It's like,
Who do you trust?
exactly. Like,
Can you hand me a Yingling?
What paranoia can do to you, what distrust can do to you.
My bad.
Scene of the movie, dude.
Like in school, I don't listen.
He doesn't drink the good stuff.
Dude, it has to be the end when he.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to be that whole sequence. So first of all, in Waves, I noticed there's an aspect ratio change a bunch of times in the movie, and it's like to kind of like
Emphasize
emphasize
Yeah.
certain scenes and everything. This one, they do it through dream sequences, and then at the end of the movie,
Right.
they go back to the aspect ratio that all of the Travis's dream sequences. So it's kind of like the black lines kind of go a little bit tighter. Everything becomes a little bit more
Right.
What's the word I'm looking for?
More tighter. I mean, would you?
Yeah, it's like you're claustrophobic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And like you're watching everything go down, and everything's like, ugh. That's not how you explain that.
It's not like you were taking a shit. Like it comes out like in the hole, and it's like.
I may be drunk.
I thought he was
may
grabbing a
not be
pair of
drunk.
boobs. He was like,
So basically,
Alright,
the end scene where they show him.
So yeah, like if you
basically
notice,
proving
so,
that
like,
he's
his-
the one that.
During his nightmares, like the
My boy
bars,
Logan.
the dark bars slowly close in.
Right.
Every nightmare sequence, and then they go back up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And at the end of the movie, that's why I thought it was a dream sequence when I saw it the first time. Honestly, like it closes back in. And you're like, oh shit, no, this is real. It's like his dreams, his nightmares are becoming like reality. You know what I'm saying? Dude, that whole sequence, man, the way, like, once again, like, you can't necessarily blame anybody because Will's coming out of his room with a gun, and then he's like, I thought we established we don't.
Yeah.
All the guns go in this room. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he even asked, where'd
And,
you
like-
get that gun?
Yeah, exactly. He's like, where'd you get that gun? And then Will says, don't let him open his eyes or whatever, something like that, which means, like, he's got the black eyes, so he's
Right.
infected.
Yeah.
And, like, now you're like, oh, fuck. And he's like, take your mask off. He's like, you don't need that. Nobody here's infected. And it's like, damn, this is getting... It's like, you can totally understand, like, when he fights back and he gets the gun and then, like, he starts bashing his head in, that she shoots him dead. The wife. What's her name? Sarah?
Yeah. Sarah.
yeah, it's Sarah.
Sarah shoots him dead. You totally understand, like, that motivation. That's what I loved about this movie. Like, there's a lot of things that come together to make, like, this tragedy happen.
Right.
But it's all believable. And it's all
Yeah.
something that completely could happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I feel like...
Yes, with everything going on right now, especially too. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But okay,
feel like-
so we got.
So, yeah, that whole end sequence.
All right, and then what's
And
your
I feel
score?
like I said, it's like Walking Dead. You watch that, and people, it's romanticized. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? There's like a lot. This is like, no, this is how it would happen
right,
if a
if
black
something
plague
like
came.
that-
Yeah.
Right.
It's grim and it's dark. It's
Really
not like,
grim and dark.
It's not romanticized at all, like Walking Dead.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what are you giving it?
Oh, dude, man, this is like. I wish it was actually longer.
Yeah.
It's a little short to me. I feel like the ending kind of comes a little abruptly. I feel like
Okay.
it could have been fleshed out a little bit more.
But it kind
So-
of excels because of that, though.
I agree too, but it's a slow burn. Most people don't
Right.
like that.
But it's not that slow because it's not that long of a movie.
Exactly. It's an hour 30,
Yeah.
but it's. I feel like actually I would have liked more character work from Travis. To be honest,
Okay.
I feel like he could have. I mean, you see that he's like got sexual tension with the girl
Right.
that comes in.
Well, because he obviously hadn't been getting anything.
Yeah, and that's
because
another problem.
Who knows how long it's been like that? you
Yeah.
know?
So
But what's your score?
I'm gonna say 9.6 out of 10.
Damn, nice. All right, Chuck,
Wow.
All right.
you saw it.
I did. It is a very slow burn movie, like you said. I honestly don't think the payout was all that great for such a slow burn. It was kind of a letdown. Was a bit of an ending because my biggest problem with that movie is that it's called It Comes at Night. But what is it?
Yeah.
They always allude that there's something in the woods. They kind of play off to that.
I think it's.
But then they just
I think
write it off.
I think it is fear and paranoia, and Travis is dreaming at night.
But I mean, like, to have a movie titled that, and
No, I get
have
it.
like the dog barking at nothing in the woods, and they're afraid to go out at night.
See,
They don't even want to
I
go in the
applaud
woods.
shit like that when it's like the marketing. I think the marketing's a problem.
But the problem with that, though,
yeah, the marketing's a problem.
Well, it's not so much the marketing; it's the fact that they did that, and then they completely wrote it off for the rest of the movie.
Right.
It's like you have this creepy aspect of the woods that nobody knows anything about, but you don't do anything with it.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, and even that though, I think.
Do you think they don't do anything with it?
Well, I mean, like,
To me,
like I
it's
said,
way scarier than if.
But what is?
Do you want like Beelzebub to walk out and like
Beelzebub?
start fucking
No.
people up?
Beelzebub?
I'm gonna call him Beelzebub. That's the name of the
Beelzebub.
This is the name of the monster in my mind. Okay?
Oh, if there's a monster.
But I'm saying, like, that's when movies get ruined a lot of times, is when
Right.
they actually expose what the threat is.
No. But I mean,
Well-
they
Yeah.
should have done something a little more with that, but they didn't.
I
I
think.
like, I
however-
like the fly on the wall. There's no exposition whatsoever.
No,
there's nothing like.
No,
Yeah,
that's
and I
my
like
problem
that.
with the movie.
I get
and
it.
I will tell you some things I did like. First of all, atmosphere was definitely there.
Right.
That was definitely there. For being like a, I guess was it considered an indie film?
Oh, for sure.
For an indie film,
Yeah.
the directing was definitely there. There's a lot of good things. Just weird cinematography that worked really well for the storytelling. I did like that about it. It's just that, I don't know, I think it fell a little short for me because I'm a big horror movie guy.
By the way, you had to have seen the Stanley Kubrick influence as far as like The Shining and stuff, like going down the hallway and
absolutely,
the door and
yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
Like, slow.
Yeah.
But it is funny because that red door gives me flashbacks to Mirror's Edge. Because it's, in that game,
What's
like
that?
that's a game where like the only doors you go in are the red doors, So maybe think about that. But I did like that the door was red.
Travis,
too.
that was his problem. He
Because
he was in his dream world and he's like, "This is that game. I gotta go through."
he was a weird character, man. He would like creep out, like, and watch the other couple or the other family from like the attic.
The
and
only
stuff.
laugh, by the way,
listening to him.
the only laugh, by the way, in the whole movie is like him listening in on them. And
Yeah,
they're-
that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah,
and he's
Yeah.
like,
When it
he's
started
wondering
their
"That's
nice.
a good movie when that's the only laugh." Like him, like peeping on them.
It started their nice montage of living together all peacefully for a little bit.
I will say that
The facade.
the acting was definitely there.
Yeah.
They're all good.
for
I
sure,
think
yeah.
that Paul was probably the best. Honestly, he really nailed
Dude.
it. Because the entire time in the movie, from the beginning to the end, you watch his humanity shred a little bit at a time until the end, where he ends up having to shoot the kid and the mom. You could tell like there's not much left there, especially at the very end when they find
Dude.
out that Travis is sick and they put him down. At the last scene in the movie, we do spoilers, whatever.
I want this to be known. Like, I like fucked up movies, but I am
Obviously.
fucked up while I'm watching. But I'm
shit.
fucked up while I'm watching them. Okay,
But
like both times, I know what's happening, and I'm like struggling to breathe when that fucking scene happens. Dude, like,
But the very last
dude,
scene,
when he shoots and she goes, "Just kill me! You killed my boy!" Like
Yeah.
I'm like. Like I'm fucking struggling to breathe.
it was a
like,
pretty tense scene.
it's so dark.
But
Dude,
the
it
movie,
is.
the last thing you see, the movie ends with Sarah and Paul looking at each other at the kitchen table, sitting across from each other, and that's the last scene.
Do you think
But
they're-
you can
do
see
you
that
think
there's
they're
not
pondering-
much humanity left.
I feel
at
like
all.
they looked like they had the shit on them.
Oh, they did.
They did,
He
yeah.
had the dark eyes.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I could have sworn I
That,
saw
dude,
some Legion.
the end of the movie,
Legions,
you couldn't get more bleak.
Yeah.
too. Yeah, right. It's very Shakespearean in that sense.
They
yeah.
kill this whole family.
Yeah.
Then that Travis is infected, and she doesn't have any gear on when she's trying to console him. So like she's infected at least. Then they're sitting at a table, and like I noticed the second time once again because I know it's about to end because like the ending's really abrupt. It's
Yeah.
really like No Country for Old Men. Like
I'm not gonna lie, by the way. There's that one scene when you first find out that Travis is sick. He's looking in the mirror, and he just looks very like
he's like,
his stare almost looks vacant.
yep.
Yeah.
And like the movie just goes black for a second. I'm like, don't tell me they're gonna fucking end it there because that's stupid.
Yeah.
And then it just fades back in. You're like, oh, okay.
Right. And then you're
The
like,
scene is
oh,
like, no, don't end it there.
yeah.
dark, man.
So,
It is
what
very dark.
was your scene?
Probably towards the end after they find out that the other family is essentially sick.
Yeah.
And what's his name? Will's walking Paul down the hallway with the gun on his back, and then you see Sarah in the hallway with the shotgun, or rifle, whatever it was, slowly come out. That whole scene was tense. I did like that.
So tense. That
Dude.
whole ending is like
You're just
I mean,
like-
but that scene.
I was half
yeah.
expecting one of them to shoot. To be
you
honest.
better watch it.
I'm
Just so you can
gonna
understand.
try. I
Um,
got kids, man.
That's
You
true.
need me,
Right,
if you
kids.
need, hey, I'm gonna pick the even more fucked up movie.
I
Oh,
know.
no, I'm not gonna do it.
I'm gonna wonder when my kid turns out to be a serial killer is because of this.
No,
All
I'm
these
gonna
movies.
No, I'm gonna pick Babe. Babe's the next one.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to veto that shit. I'm like, nah, we're good.
I gotta balance it out.
Yeah, balance it out.
And what are you giving it?
Like I said, slow burn. Payout I don't think was all that great. Excellent acting, atmosphere. Director was fantastic. I did like the cinematography. Because of that alone, I think it saves it a bit. Because I do want to see more from him now. I haven't
Watch
seen
Waves.
What is that on, by the way? Do you know?
It was in the theater like 2 months ago, so it's not
Oh.
gonna be out for a minute.
Okay, I'll wait then.
Yeah, you gotta wait. It's not out now. Yeah, it was like it was only in the theater for like 2 weeks, and I caught it, and I was.
Oh, it was a pretty limited.
And I already
release.
saw It Comes at Night in Kershaw.
Oh, okay.
So, like,
I will see that one.
You gotta see both of those. Kershaw's probably on
Um,
Netflix.
Overall, I'm a big horror movie guy. When it comes to movies, comedy and horror are my favorites.
All right.
I would
I just
probably
gotta say how I
You
love
don't
you
think
saying
horror's your
horror.
favorite?
Horror.
Wait, what
I'm
you
making
say?
sure to say horror, not horror.
I'm into horror movies.
See,
you know.
see, here's the thing about horror, the horror genre for me. It can be like, it can be either incredible and like, horror has the potential to be
But there's so
great,
subgenres
but
of
it's
horror,
so
though.
terrible, most of it. Like, most of it's absolutely terrible.
I like the cerebral ones.
Yeah, that's what this is.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I just don't think it was my favorite one. To be honest, I'd probably only give it like a 7.1.
Okay.
Wow.
I
Big
honestly,
difference.
Because of the
finished it.
unanswered questions, or
It's that. I don't think the plot was all that great. When I finished it, I was just kind of like, I kind of wish there was more to it. I feel like
it's
it
just
was
bleak for the sake of being bleak.
kind of, but I felt like everything was there that it needed to be. It just needed a little bit more as far as what it is, what the outbreak is, what the woods symbolize, what that means.
that's what I loved
and stuff
about
like
it.
that. But I mean, like, they play it up so much and don't do anything with it.
I
for
get it.
5 minutes is worth a movie, hour and a half, and that's all they do with it. You know?
Yeah.
It's like it, and then that doesn't matter anymore for the rest of the movie.
All right. 7.1. I like it.
It got
I
a
like it.
cinema score of like nothing. That's a funny. Like, there's like different like audience scores. They hated the movie.
Really?
Like most audiences hated it.
I
Critics
never-
loved it, and audience hated it.
I
And I
honestly-
walked out like, dude, that's wild. Like, dude,
That's
like
funny 'cause I never
Rotten
trust
Tomatoes,
critics.
it was like 90% or whatever it is. And then like the audience score was like 44. Like it was just like low as shit. So like
because it
honestly,
didn't have a happy
you saying
ending.
7.1, I'm happy. I expected most people to be like nothing. You know?
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
a C.
All right. So
However, I am going to watch Waves at some point when it eventually does come out on
You have to,
DVD
I'm
or
telling
one of the
you.
services.
I'm telling you. Yeah, if you like the directions, like the cinematography, especially,
I like his style. I honestly didn't notice the thing with the aspect, by the way.
dude, you got to.
I
like,
didn't notice that. and that's
Just
a
go
good
back
call.
on Netflix and like kind of look at the dream sequence scenes, and if you watch it right before he goes to sleep, like the bars start closing in, like slowly, and then you don't. That's the point. He's trying to make you not notice. In Waves,
That's
you
pretty
notice.
subtle.
In Waves, you notice. Like there's a lot more. But,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So for me, honestly, the beginning part, like, it brings you in immediately.
Yes.
Which I was very impressed by.
I will say that the beginning was so impressive to me.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
so
dude.
good.
I really liked the whole process of it.
It starts you off with the whole motif of the movie right
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
The whole thing.
Like, yeah.
It's not gonna.
And then, I don't know. We got lost. So.
By the way, there's a lot of father-son motifs going on.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. So, and then that sequence where right after where Sarah's like, "Why'd you bring him out there? I could have helped," and everything. He's like, "Oh, he's got to see this. You know, he's got to learn." Da da da. And then
People
also,
they kill when they get in the truck.
Yeah.
That's a father and a son.
Oh,
for
we
sure.
didn't even talk about the whole thing with the two snipers.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
the ace sniper or whatever.
well, the
don't know
two
if they
they
knew or what.
when Will shows up, they finally he's like, "I'll take you back to your family." Had the whole plan, and they get attacked on the way out there.
Right.
And Paul, all right, like military mode, motherfucker, get under the car. Fucking,
I would have not
sets
thought about
up,
that, and I
pops
would have gotten
homeboy, and Will was
Dude,
beating
and-
dude's ass.
Yeah.
Like that whole
Dude, Will like saved everything because he got out of the back of the truck, and the other guy was focusing on him, and while he was under the truck, and he shot him like because
Yeah.
he was focusing on Will trying to get his boy.
Yeah, exactly. No, that was tense as fuck.
And the whole scene was the fact that Will and his family said they drove something like 80 miles and didn't see anything.
Right.
And then Will's all pissed, or Paul's all pissed off at Will because he's thinking that he's gonna, stab him
like
in the
10
back.
miles and we see these guys.
Yeah, exactly. Not even 10 miles, and we see this.
Yeah.
You see.
Yeah, and that's the thing,
and
and the whole trust aspect. How he was just like, "How the fuck are you gonna tell me you didn't see nobody?" And like within moments we got there. But also the brother. Let me get there. Can I let me get there, dog?
Do it.
Let me get there, dog. So that shit. That's when I knew shit was about to go south. I was like, because I caught it immediately. I was like, brother.
Me too.
Yeah.
Because they were having, so at this point in the movie, Will, they've gained trust. His family's there. They're living together. Everything's cool. They're doing the, teaching Travis how to chop wood. Like, everything was cool. I was like, all right, cool. And I was like, it's going to go south at some point. And then the dog freaks out. And I'm like, all right, here we go. But then Will and Paul, again, this is a guy that he beat his ass because he tried to break in his house. He put him in the woods for 2 days. Like, I gotta give Paul props. Paul was around.
Legit, man.
And the best thing is, in that scene, or the scene after they start to kind of somewhat get to know each other, and Paul realizes he can kind of trust Will. Mm-hmm. He's like, "So what'd you do before all this?" "Oh, I was a history teacher."
Yeah.
Paul was a history teacher, and this dude's fucking like falling on the ground with a rifle.
Makes sense though.
He knows shit. That's
exactly,
dude. Like he knows like how people can get.
Exactly.
And he fucking like.
And he used his knowledge. And the thing is, dude, and they're sharing a drink. And then he says, the brother, we had to, kill him or whatever.
I love that you pointed that out.
And fucking, bro, when he was just like, he said, brother, I was like, yo, you said you never didn't have a brother, you motherfucker.
Bro,
I said that shit to myself. I was like, you know what the weird thing is?
I'm telling you right now, that's some other dude he brought him in, and he killed that motherfucker.
Speaking of that, I don't know if like I just misunderstood in the beginning, or I kind of want to go back and look at this or listen to it now. I could have sworn Will said at some point, "Oh, it's my uncle and my son," or something like that. I could have sworn he said uncle in there, not wife or son.
Yeah, he lied.
I could have sworn he said uncle. Was that just me, or did he?
He says
in the beginning when they first find out. That
no, he had told what it was. He's home. It's just my wife and my kid.
I could have sworn he said uncle though.
No. He said now it's it. Yeah, he was like, and that's it. He's like, that's all. He was like, anybody else? And he kept pushing him, and he was just like, nah, just yo, yeah. So, but for me, all right, because we got to get into other shit. My scene, honestly, was that when fucking Will broke in, and he fucking let him talk, and then knocked him the fuck out. And then put him in the woods for 2 days. For 2 fucking days?
Right?
Bruh.
So I guess there's nothing in the woods because that would have killed him if he was out there for 2 days alone.
Exactly. I'm like, yo.
Dude, I'm telling you, the dog, the reason he ran out in the woods is because he's paranoid because he's got the sickness.
Right.
Yeah, but what sliced him up?
He jumped through the... So I have a whole theory. So like if you watch...
Because how he get in the house?
No, wait. Here's how it is.
So you think he jumped through the glass window?
He jumped through the window.
Yeah. All right.
And it's because if you watch, there's like a montage, because I was watching for this stuff.
Even Rocky
the second time through. So the montage where the other family comes in and they're kind of integrating a little bit.
Yeah.
What are you laughing about?
I'm just at the comments, man.
You gotta say some of these comments.
I know.
You
guys are so into it that I'm like, you know what?
While this family's...
I don't want to interrupt the flow here.
While this family's integrating...
Yeah.
They have this little montage. It's like right around the time where he's teaching the kid how to chop wood. Sarah and Kim, they're taking down boards from the house.
Yeah.
They're taking down boards, which means the window's exposed.
Right.
Which means he probably jumped through the window to get back in.
Makes sense.
That's
I just
what
kind
I
of assumed that they were replacing the boards, but
no,
they never really showed
it
put it back up either.
They weren't replacing them; they were taking them down. That's the thing.
So for me, though,
why they were taking them down, but they were coming down.
I mean,
I paid attention. I'm like, why?
Or they could have been replacing
them in there.
They never did show them put it back up.
Dude, it's like it's literally 5 seconds, and it's just them.
Yeah.
She's like, so how old's your son?
Or they could have been putting them up.
They were no.
I could have sworn they were already boarded up and they were pulling.
They were literally pulling.
I gotta
them.
give some shout outs to some people here. I'm sorry.
They were
do it.
They were literally pulling them down.
Go ahead, Ray.
You gotta
go
watch
ahead.
it.
Finish it up.
That's it.
No, go ahead.
I'm gonna let you finish.
So the window.
I'm gonna let you finish, but you know what?
Yeah.
What's your opinion? There's a lot of activity going on here. I just want to give a shout out to my boy George out in Toronto, Canada. Again, there's a lot of Canadians watching today, apparently.
Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all.
We love you, Canada.
They're sending us some love and sending us some cold. Okay, so okay, cool.
I love your death metal, Canada.
Chuck loves your death metal.
Shout out to Dr. Amish. You know, he's giving us some love as well. I got the guy who's making me laugh right now is I'm not even gonna try and pronounce his name. I'm just gonna call him Doc. He's a doctor, ear, nose, and throat. I was trying to give him some. He was trying to diagnose me on Facebook Live right now, and
nice.
Good news is it's just leprosy, so I should be okay.
Thanks.
Yeah,
we're all gonna die.
He's 51% sure it's not cancer, which I love those fucking odds.
Solid odds.
We're gonna die.
And apparently I'm fucking talking too much. So, y'all, I'm sorry to kind of take over this conversation and all.
No, we need that. We need to shout out to people there, too.
I'm talking too much.
Go
It's that ego.
Go for it.
It's that ego.
All right, so let me give you my...
shout out to Amanda, my girl. I love her.
Yeah, you love her.
I do.
Love her.
But I mean,
LOVE.
LUV.
It's LUV.
It's an LUV love.
Oh, LUV love? Like, homie, what up, love?
What up?
Maybe even LUB, like, I love you.
I love you, boo.
I love you.
But yeah, all right. So for me,
Getting ready for
honestly,
bed.
I'm gonna give it a solid 8, 5.
Dude, I'm happy with this.
8, 5.
I was expecting-
Only here's my thing.
I to be like, fuck this.
Here's my thing though. Like the only thing that honestly that killed it for me a little bit was a little bit of the ending, because I was just like, hold up. So he opened the door, like
It's kind of anticlimactic.
I think Travis was.
she said.
So there's
You
a
have that
few.
problem,
There's a
Dennis?
few ways this could have gone. I
Right.
think that Travis did it with his like sleepwalking.
right.
But I think that the dad also. So you remember when they're having a drink? He's having a drink with Will.
Yeah.
Paul's having a drink with Will, and he's kind of reveals that he was lying about the brother thing,
Right.
or maybe he wasn't. But anyway, either way, Paul was kind of like, "Fuck this guy,"
Right.
and he grabbed the bottle and he left the room. And he's like, "I'll see you in the morning," kind of thing.
Yeah.
He might have got drunk. He might have
Look.
got paranoid himself, left the fucking house and not remembered. I mean, there's a lot going on.
All right.
Like, you don't know what happened, but does it even matter what happened?
No,
I
it
mean,
was
really.
good. It was good.
Yeah, like I mean, that's the thing about the movie I love is like, who cares?
Right. It
Like, all
was
the
good.
stuff that people usually care about in horror movies. It's like, dude, it's a family drama, like in the language of a horror movie. Like,
Yeah. It was very suspenseful. It hit the mark.
It
on
was
that.
suspenseful, yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, we're getting into Swiss Army Man because I'm dying to go over this. It was your pick, yeah?
I picked this movie.
Yeah, so you know how we do.
I picked
ahead.
this movie specifically just to see what you guys would think of it, because that movie was extremely underrated.
Yeah.
And I had no idea what I was watching or expecting going into it, you know.
So go ahead,
I was
though.
pretty
You
much
picked
told, thank you again, Mike Sawyer, for just saying, hey, watch this movie to my wife that works with him, and
Shout out
we
to
ended up
Mike
watching it
Sawyer.
like, what the fuck is this? Nice. Rest in peace, Neil Peart, by the way. Yeah, so basically, we should play some Rush at the end for in honor of Neil.
Well, it'll
Peart.
get shut
Neil
off
Peart.
on Facebook, so we can't.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Fuck you, Facebook.
But we could sing it.
Fuck yo, coach.
Right?
Fuck yo, coach.
It starts off. I don't remember the characters' names because I haven't seen it in a couple months, to be honest. I just got Netflix yesterday.
Oh, you don't remember their names?
I don't remember the names. What's the main character?
Hank and
That's right.
Paul Dano. And then
Was Hank
Daniel
Daniel-
Radcliffe.
Was Hank the
Hank was Dano.
Oh, it's Hank and Manny.
Yeah, Manny. Manny's Paul Radcliffe. Fucking
Damn, man.
Daniel Radcliffe?
Daniel Radcliffe.
We're mixing movies now.
Right?
His name is Harry.
Harry Potter. Like for y'all don't know, Daniel Radcliffe, aka Harry Potter. You gotta do that every time. I feel like it's almost a necessity.
Harry Potter.
Like just like when you talk about like fucking
There's no T. You
Macho
go,
Man Randy
Harry
Savage, you gotta be
Potter.
like, ooh yeah. Like with Daniel Radcliffe, you have like Harry Potter.
So Hank.
Shout out to Canada.
Shout out to Canada.
Shout out to Canada.
It's just,
Shout
you know,
out to Canada.
Canada's just giving us some love right now, man.
Dude, that's awesome.
Shout out to Canada.
Spread us around. Tell people about us.
Please
Please.
share, watch parties, everything.
Oh man, big fan. Oh, we got Amanda Dolan right now. Big fan. Can you guys review The Passion of the Christ?
Are you sure you want that? I don't know. That's
How
kind of
long
can of
is that
worms
movie?
right there. That's a whole show within itself, right there.
Oh God.
I want to.
I don't know if you want that.
No, I want it. Oh, I mean, I don't know if she wants it, but I want it. You might
We'll discuss
you don't
this.
know what
We
you're
might
getting
have to.
into.
Hey, you know what? Honestly, we might have to do a fan a fan watch.
We got to. Man.
We'll talk about that after the show.
Any other fan recommendations? By all means, send them our way.
Man,
I want to know what you guys want us to watch. I'm just curious.
Jesus, like no porn.
I'm gonna find out if that.
No, yeah, that's for leave that for Master.
Review Ella Knox, please.
Leave that for Rio Paris there.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead, Chuck. Continue. Go ahead.
So once again, Harry, right?
Yeah, Harry Potter.
So the movie opens up with Harry on the beach on an island.
Are you talking about Hank?
Are you talking about me right now? Harry?
Yeah, Hank's on
Too
the
many
island.
names. Too many names. Too many names. Hank.
It opens up with him about to do what?
He's about to off himself, hang himself on the island. It looks like he'd been there for a while. If I remember correctly, he sees something on the beach that stops him. He finds like a bag of chips, I think.
Right.
And I don't remember
Cheese
how.
puffs.
Cheese puffs, right. And at some point, Daniel Radcliffe...
oh, wait, no. The Cheese Puffs are after, actually. No. He sees
That's right.
Daniel Radcliffe's body,
right,
which gets him to not
That's
commit
what
suicide.
it was, okay.
Yeah.
So this corpse watches up on the beach, and it's Daniel Radcliffe.
Hey, what is it doing?
See, I haven't watched it in a few
months.
Remember?
Though. Okay, I got you.
It's farting. Okay, yeah. That's right, it was just farting.
What is that? What is it?
There you go,
Passion
Amanda.
of the Christ is on Prime Video.
I don't have Prime.
Continue. What do you see?
Just don't swipe to the right.
Don't text anybody.
2 hours. Okay.
Don't look at.
Yeah. So he finds this Daniel Radcliffe's corpse on the beach. And it's just farting.
Right.
I can't remember exactly the what happens next. In the order.
Okay, I got you.
A few months, but
so at this point, he finds body, like you said, it's
Right.
farting, and then so at this point. This is the best fucking opening of a movie.
The best movie of all time.
And you're just kind of wondering what the fuck.
Because the thing is,
going
it's
on?
Harry Potter. He's dead on the beach and he's farting. And like the funny thing is like he goes back to about to commit suicide.
Right.
And then that's when it starts farting actually, because then he's like, wait, what was that? So he goes
really
back,
farting, or is it you guys
and then
just
the
saying?
body's farting. No, the body's like
actually
expelling
farting.
gas. Yeah,
Like,
Here's-
that's in the movie.
but hold
Yes.
on.
Oh,
let me
absolutely.
let me paint this
So-
picture for you.
All right.
I can't wait to talk.
All right.
Let me
Picasso.
paint this picture for you.
Come on, Picasso.
So check it out. He's about to hang himself for the second time. He hears the farting, so he goes and checks out the body because he thinks, oh, maybe he's alive. And so he tries to do a little bit of CPR shit, and then eventually he realizes not, but he gets to the point where there's a lot of gas coming out,
Like an obscene amount.
an obscene amount of gas. So he uses this body to fucking as like a jet ski.
Right. He propels himself across the fucking
The
ocean
fuck?
on this corpse.
And then, when he pulls down his pants for his ass to let the extra gas out, fucking lost it. This is all within the first
unfettered
5
Yes.
minutes of the movie.
Right.
Oh, dude,
Like-
it's incredible, bro.
Dude, I was like, that's how you start a fucking movie about a dead body. Fucking, he gasses the guy off the island. That's when he gets back to,
Well, it looks like the mainland.
yeah,
but,
mainland or whatever, and finds the bag of chips. And
That's what it was. Okay, yeah.
yeah,
At that point, it becomes like a journey of him trying to essentially find some kind of civilization because he has no idea where he's at.
And remember also, like, what the fuck happened.
Yeah. And he's carrying around the corpse with him. He's bringing the corpse along with him. I don't remember his reasoning why, but at some point, like, the corpse eventually starts, like, talking somewhat more animated, but not like... You could tell it's like rigor mortis has set in, and
I
he's
love how
trying
Dennis
to
is
move.
listening. He's
but,
like, what?
you have to watch this movie, man. You have to watch it.
This is why you got to do homework, dog.
I know.
However, the review for this one, him not watching it, might actually be pretty awesome for like not knowing what the hell's
Dennis
going
is
on.
like,
you know,
I have to
a
watch.
farting corpse.
I know.
Going across the
Wait
ocean
a
like a
second.
jet ski.
Wait. Post mortis flatulence. I love it.
Post-mortem flatulence. That sounds like a band name. Post-mortem
It
flatulence.
happens, dude. Everybody gives
That
the
may
last
be a
joke
song.
before they go out. You know.
You know?
Hey.
But so yeah, he finds those bag of chips, and then that cave. That's where he kind of holds out, and that's
Right.
when
It kind of seems like if he brings the corpse with him, he kind of gets some sort of fortune. You know.
But also, it was more of a respect thing. Like, not only did it help him get to the island,
right? I'm at least gonna get
he
this
wanted
body
to. Somebody obviously was missing somebody. You know, somebody that could be a kid, somebody's kid or husband or whatever.
And like I said, I can't remember the correct order of things. So
right.
I don't remember what exactly happened next.
Okay, so for you then, like, what scene that do you remember the most that was just like
my favorite scene?
Yeah, hands down.
Okay, so throughout the movie, the corpse kind of becomes more and more animated, and he talks more, and you can see that the corpse becomes like more flexible. He's actually starting to like kind of prop himself up more. And he starts talking and becoming a little more conscious. And he's asking Hank questions all the time, the entire time, like, what is this?
These comments are wild, man. I'm sorry. They're funny as hell.
Yeah?
I thought you were talking about
No.
Hank is,
people are asking, are we still talking about the whole horror movie? I'm like, I don't even know, man. This sounds like a comedy.
Now, this is a Swiss Army
Danger
Man.
in the
Swiss
house.
Army Man.
Fucking Swiss Army Man with Harry Potter.
So Hank's talking to him the whole time, and the corpse is talking back, and he's asking questions like, what is this? What is this? Things that people should know. But he just came back from the dead, it seems like, so he doesn't remember.
Right.
So there's one scene in particular where he's talking about, like, this girl he sees on the bus.
Yeah.
So they kind of rig up a fake bus using, like, I think, like,
all sorts of stuff.
all kinds
just
of stuff. It's
random
like a fake
stuff on the
bus,
island.
and they do a flashback.
Yeah.
Not like a flashback, but like a
yeah.
daydream. It's like a daydream almost.
Well, both, really.
Where it shows Hank sitting on the bus talking to the girl and everything, and for a second there, he's not there. He's back in his homeland. He's back to what he knows. And that scene in particular is just done very well.
Yeah.
You know, I thought that was really cool.
Okay. I like that. That was a good scene, too.
It was.
And shout out to Elizabeth Winstead.
Mary Elizabeth
fucking
Winstead.
Ramona.
I'll be honest. I thought
love
she
that
was
movie.
A little wasted in the role, but like
I like her so much.
She's a good actress.
Yeah.
She needed a bigger
I
role.
found her in Scott Pilgrim. That's when I was first introduced to her.
See, I was introduced to her in Death Proof. The Tarantino
oh
movie.
yeah,
I didn't see that.
She was
I
the
did see that
cheerleader,
after
sexy
that.
cheerleader girl.
That's right.
Oh shit!
But I just thought she was dope, dude. She was dope in
My parents are
fucking
watching
Scott
right now.
Pilgrim.
I'm sorry, guys. We gotta be good right now.
Oh,
Good. I put my dick away.
We couldn't even last 10 seconds.
I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry.
I said I was putting it away.
Oh, you're right.
Oh.
Okay. See, we're good. We're good.
We're good now. We're good.
Totally good boy.
But what was your rating
dropped
for it?
off.
For being a movie that caught me completely off guard as a sleeper and not having any idea what the hell is going into,
Right.
I honestly probably give it like an 8.9 because that movie is awesome and I would watch it again.
Wait, you didn't watch it before?
No, the first time I watched it, I'm talking about the first time I watched it. I had never seen it before. I had no idea what
I was
was
like,
going,
damn,
what was
man.
going into.
He went in raw. Anyway.
Nah. What about you, Red?
Swiss Army Man?
Yeah, that's where we're at. That movie. Daniel Radcliffe.
Harry Potter. So Citizen Kane. Bridge on the River Kwai.
The fuck?
Casablanca.
All right.
The Godfather.
I love where this is going.
Apocalypse Now.
Jesus.
Swiss Army Man.
Really?
Above them all.
No, on that same.
This is his
lead.
Catcher in the Rye.
I must kill Cardi B.
Right? Oh, man.
I knew it the first time I heard Daniel Radcliffe's first fart.
Yeah, which was the flatulence.
His first queef got me.
Dude.
No, it really is a great movie. I mean, I'm just joking about that.
It's not that high on the list.
But dude, I mean, it's fucking incredible.
It is.
It's so weird and out there. So, by the way, the directors of the movie, they did Little John's Turned Down for What video.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Have they done anything else though? I'm just curious.
Apparently not. I don't know. In my mind, not. But I don't know. Maybe they don't.
Shout out to Will Cancio, my boy.
Hey!
Big Will.
Big Willie style, all in it. Get jiggy with it.
Yeah. Nah. But continue.
So yeah, it's number 6 film of all time.
Really?
It's fluctuating on that list.
See, I had a feeling you would like it just because of the oddity of it. I didn't think you would like it that much.
Dude, I actually loved it.
Did you see it before this time?
I mean, it was fucking incredible.
Did you watch it before?
Or
was this your first time?
I did.
Well, what happened to the
I
music,
watched it.
man?
Oh yeah, I watched it before this. Yes.
So, you can hear the music now for once. That's-
I just think of Dave Chappelle right now. Was walking in.
God. All right. Well, would you?
Godzilla.
So,
But what's the point? I saw it before, but what happened?
no, I was just seeing if you had saw it before this time.
Great movie. I love the message.
The message.
The message.
It is a great message, though.
Right.
It really is. It's like why can't we fart in front of other people?
True story.
He's like, I'm doing it right now. Fuck y'all.
As we speak
like,
about this,
I'll fart in front of y'all because I love you. That's the whole point.
Please don't do that in
I
this
actually
tiny room.
I felt Daniel Radcliffe's pain
Right.
when he told Paul Dano. I don't know their real names or their names in the movie. But
Right.
I know their real names.
Harry Potter.
I felt Harry Potter's pain.
You're not saying it right.
I felt Harry Potter's pain.
No, just the Harry Potter, not the whole thing.
Are we really talking about Harry Potter? I missed this. Is this the chamber?
Daniel Radcliffe.
Is this the chamber?
Fucking Harry Potter.
The Chamber of Secrets
is a dead body.
I'm emotional right now.
He's like Wilson, except he's more usable.
I felt Harry Potter's pain when he was saying,
The Chamber of
"You don't
Flatulence.
fart in front of me. What else are you hiding?"
I feel that. I feel that in my heart.
I can't tell if he's serious. Right now.
That's what he said, bro. It's like it's sad. It's emotional.
A little bit.
10 out of 10.
Slightly
10.
Seriously?
No, I'm not serious. It's like a 9.7 out of 10
Yeah.
for me.
But
I loved
okay,
it.
but what was your
It's
scene,
so
though?
weird and different.
You
The
jumped
fact
ahead.
They made that movie.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there like, this is incredible. And this is why I know before a movie starts, when it says A24
24, yeah.
beforehand,
Yeah.
I know. I'm going to love it.
But what was your scene though? Because you didn't even mention like what your favorite scene was.
Probably the bus scene.
You too? Yeah.
It was done really well.
Dude, like when like he's like actually he drew that shit out for him, like how it would look like outside the window when you're looking out. Dude, the fact that like he's explaining to this, like, you don't understand how much you actually appreciate life unless you're explaining it to somebody who's dead.
Well,
Like,
and the thing is,
he's
but
explaining it essentially
even
to
on
somebody who
that,
doesn't even
even
know
on
what
that, to
it means
tandem
to
on
live.
that though, real quick, I think also part of it was obviously it was him projecting himself onto Manny.
Oh yeah, he killed himself. He was a corpse. I don't think any of that shit was real. Even though the people at the end responded to it,
Yeah, they saw
I think
it,
that
though.
was Paul.
They
Dano.
watched it
I
fart
think
away
that
into the ocean.
But I think that was. But hey, no, it was an emotional moment. But I don't think it was real. I think that was all in his head, man. The way they were responding to him, to
Right.
like seeing him go off in the ocean. I think that, like after he farted,
Right.
dude, this is so stupid.
He super farted.
After he was like, fucking, I don't care anymore. I'm gonna fart in front of everybody. He does it.
But the thing is, how do you explain the rest of the movie though? Because, like I said, the corpse was there, and he kind of brought him fortune.
So, dude,
like,
this guy was like doing, what was that called? That movie, Be Kind, Rewind.
Yeah.
He was doing
Yeah.
the Swede movies in this girl's backyard, essentially.
I like the movie a lot, to be honest.
Okay, well, with a corpse. Like that he found
I don't think
when
he
he was
no.
trying. No, he's about to kill himself, and he looks out in the ocean, and this guy that killed himself
Right.
washes up, and he's like, all of a sudden, I don't know, maybe it stopped him from killing himself, seeing a corpse or whatever, and then he started projecting like his own feelings onto this fucking corpse.
But then, how do you get
I
back
don't
to the
think-
mainland?
How did what?
How do you get back to the mainland then?
I don't know about all that, man. I don't know if that was all real
It is a mind fuck.
because
It is a mind fuck.
Unless you look at it in the sense that the island itself was a depression
did
where
he
he
happen?
was alone
Did he
and he saw
happen
the
to
corpse
wash
to get
up?
back.
Did he happen to wash up like right in her backyard essentially? Because they just walk right there.
It kind of seems that way, yeah.
That's why I think he's fucked up. I think he's actually like a really mentally unstable.
Well,
guy.
yeah, because he was pretty much stalking her. Like
He was,
he
yeah.
was
Yeah.
stalking her.
Yeah, exactly. And I think there was like, a lot more going on there that they didn't really dive into.
Right.
But,
Okay.
But I think
Well-
it's kind of obvious when like they walk right there in like 5 minutes.
So
It's like literally right behind her house.
yeah, and here's the thing. So for me, like my favorite scene was the ending because it fucked me up. Because at this point, I'll be honest, what I had thought was once after the bus scene, y'all seen when he's kind of like you're realizing that he's talking about himself. And how he was on the bus, he used to do that every day, and so on and so forth, and pretty much stalked her. and took a picture of her low key and saved it on his phone as his wallpaper.
Yeah, right.
Like he was on some fucking The You Show on Netflix. He was on that.
I haven't seen.
He
that.
was on
Yeah, I
that
haven't seen
level.
it.
Oh, it's psychotic.
I've heard though.
It's a really good show. But to the point where I thought he had maybe at the end it was showing that he maybe kidnapped her husband, and that's who the dead body was. Harry Potter was her husband.
Ooh.
Because they never show her husband.
They did,
Did they?
but I don't think I
Yeah,
want.
but she would have responded different.
That's true of her.
Right.
She would have been like, "Oh!" You know?
And that's when I was like, wait a second.
Just
so,
like that.
and that's when I got fucked up. So I was like,
She's a
so
great
wait a
actress. She
second.
was
Like
in the same
that's not. I was like, that's where I thought it was going, but then it didn't. And then now, and I gotta rewatch this because I gotta clarify it. But when they opened the body and they showed Harry Potter, when they showed him in the body bag, and the dude that came to see him, did he call him Hank in the body bag?
Did who call him Hank?
His dad, Hank's dad.
Oh yeah. Well, no, he didn't. He didn't look in, did he? Like that was the thing. He's like, I can't look. He
Right.
thought it was. He thought it was his son, but it was actually fucking Manny.
Right.
Yeah.
Or was it?
I mean, that's the thing about the movie, man. Like, it's so fucking out
Like,
there.
right, you know, that ending, like that whole ending was just interesting, and that's what I was like, oh, they're gonna end it like this. He's getting arrested, da da da, and then fucking all of a sudden the body, comes back to life and farts its way back into the ocean
Triumphantly.
Triumphantly.
By the way, it starts off with him coming up on shore
right?
and farting, like
Yeah, and it ends with him
Hey,
farting
Dennis,
offshore.
It's like a guardian
don't
angel, but it's a
understand.
corpse.
I know.
you know? It's a guardian corpse.
It's a beautiful movie.
It sounds like
So, I'm gonna give it a solid fucking solid 8. Solid 8.
That's
a solid fucking
like,
8.
I don't even
fucking
think I
8.
should give this a rating.
No, I'm giving it a solid 8. Honestly, it was very unexpected. It was funny. It had some good moments.
What would you call that, by the way? Dark comedy almost?
Yeah, dark comedy.
Yeah.
Dark comedy all day. I mean, this is a movie where again
There is
the
a lot
movie
of
starts
Bro,
off.
like when he's carrying him on his back,
it's a
and he,
dead
all of a
body.
sudden he has
a
the
dead
hollow
body
farts.
farting.
Well, there's one
When he
scene
had
in
the
dark
hollow
comedy.
farts, the ones that were like,
Bro, when he's drinking water out of
Yes,
him.
that's what I was gonna come up with. That scene was fucking gross, dude.
Dude.
So gross.
And he hit the Swiss Army man. He's used him for everything.
Exactly. Yeah. So he's
So-
kind of like a yeah.
Yeah.
He found a lot of fortune.
But all right, we gotta do this.
I'm gonna do some. Hold on. Some real quick
Yeah, before
shout-outs
we
real
go
quick.
into the next review,
you do
go
that.
ahead.
I want to
shout out to Oscar. I saw your comments, but I haven't read it yet. One second.
All right, he's gonna read them out. Shout out to Simon Parrott.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mr. Hayes and his Grape Ape Media Entertainment that he just launched right now. It's awesome, man. Good things, big things for him.
Yeah, everybody getting a round of applause.
Yeah,
right
man.
now, by the way.
Everyone.
These round of applause are for you guys.
Yes.
For all y'all watching.
Grape
it.
Ape Entertainment. That's man. I met this guy at a bar, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, cool guy.
Sounds
Cool
awesome.
guy.
Thank you for tuning
Mr.
in.
Hayes. Yeah,
Appreciate
thank you for the love.
All right,
for
so
the love.
we're gonna jump into this next review. If y'all been tuning in, it's that time. I'm excited. We've come this far. We've made it, and so let's go ahead and let's do this shit.
Here we go. That intro is awesome. I mean, even though I don't watch the show, it's gonna be my
You're
ringtone.
lazy. Okay.
I am. It's like I got kids and a job and shit. Like,
You gotta put daddy time aside so you can do your.
I know. I know.
Dude,
Give yourself like 2
instead of
hours.
watching internet porn and masturbating, you should probably
Right.
just watch this.
I need a release, bro. Shit.
I understand, but Ella Knox can wait.
Yo, so the last 6 episodes, 22. Yeah,
21, dude. We do it 5 by 5.
Yeah, well, 6. Remember those last 6 episodes.
Yeah, but the last one was, so it's 21 to 26.
21.
Bro, we did 1 to 5,
Yeah,
6 to 7,
So 21 is, yeah, you're
11
right,
to
you're
15, 16 to 20,
and then the
21
last
to
6.
26.
The last 6. And the movie. So, it's been great. I'm glad you got to enjoy this finally, as well as Chuck. Chuck's in the bathroom right now draining the fucking lizard.
I'm about to do the same.
So, I gotta say, this show is amazing, and These last 6 episodes, really, they give you everything. They wrapped it up in a nice little bow. You know, they basically were like, here you go. And
there you go.
I mean, the weakest episode of the last 6 to me was the Brain Scratch. Because Brain Scratch, I mean, you know, it served little to no purpose per se. But I mean, it also signified the beginning of the end with the end of the Big Shots. Because that's where they announced it. He was like, and I got one big last announcement because the bounty this time was like 50 million or whatever. And they're shutting down the show. And you're like, oh shit. That signals the end. And then from there, you have the Hard Luck Woman, which that fucking episode, man.
You liked it?
Hard Luck Woman, dude.
That's
that
like
hits,
phase
man.
Continuation, essentially.
That's
right?
that's the final, the peak of her character. You know, that's the peak of her arc.
Like the one before that got me. This one was like, so I'm not a fan of so much exposition. So like that's why like it comes at night, things like that.
Right.
Because like I feel like it's like, so I actually would have preferred if it was left the way it was. And I can't remember the name of the episode, but the one that was that like dived into the fact that she was like cryogenically frozen.
Turn the music down just a tad.
Okay.
It's a little loud.
Yeah, bro. Anyways.
I'm gonna let you finish, but hey, can we?
Music's too loud, bro. You're not your brother.
So,
not your brah.
I'm like getting it, Bo.
No, go ahead. Finish.
Yeah, I did not like that episode as much. The last 2 episodes, actually the penultimate episode, the part 1 of the folk blues.
Real folk blues.
I actually liked that episode a lot, man.
Yeah, dude.
Like, I was fucking about that shit.
Oh yeah.
I'll be honest, the second one and the way it wrapped up, I was not. Oh shit, what are you doing? The music, man. I like it. Anyways,
there it is.
God, I feel like I'm supposed to say something deep now.
This is the episode. This is the episode. I don't know. Okay, so let me go back to this real quick. This episode, for me, as a fan of the whole show,
the final episode?
No, this one, the Hard Luck Woman.
Oh, okay.
Because this is where the song is from. This is when, at the end of the episode, basically, where they're starting to realize, yo, Ed's leaving. Fucking, as much as they hate to admit it, they've grown fond of their little small family. You know, like as much as he said, I hate, you know, dogs, kids, and women. Like he's still like, damn, this kind of sucks. Yeah. And they show the pinwheel at the edge of the ship, the nose of the ship at the end, the little pinwheel. They taped it on there. That shit hits. That shit hits a little bit.
Or the fact
you
that
know?
you see bye-bye written, looks like crayon or something on the ship. Yeah.
And even Ein was like, yo, where you going, man? Where you going, man?
You had to choose.
Yeah, and then he was like, you know what? I'm going to go with my road dog. Like that, I feel like that capped off Ein, I mean, not Ein, but Ed, you know, to kind of slowly roll her out of the episodes and the show. Because again, they knew the end of the show was coming, so, you know, I feel like it was just very well done and put together. The symbolism of the eggs, you know, like I feel like they really set it up very well. And
they always make eggs look so good in anime, by the way.
Right?
They make it look squishy or something. It's weird.
That and rice, man. I'm like, man,
yeah,
rice.
dude.
The food in anime always looks so good.
I know.
I agree.
Man,
I don't know what it is.
You watch Goku eating a fucking bowl of rice, like, holy shit!
You know what I'm saying? Like, let me get some of that rice, dog.
Let me get some rice and egg right now.
You know,
rice and egg,
ramen, man.
But
Ichikoro in Tampa, by the way, so fucking good. It's so good.
But yeah, I feel like that. I mean, and with this song, the music, the art, like, it's like how he even subtly grabs the eggs. Like, he kind of just like,
Is there a mushroom episode in Cowboy Bebop?
Oh, yes. I love that episode.
Mushroom Samba.
Simon Perry just said, hey, I love the mushroom episode.
That was we did that last episode. That was my favorite episode of that. What's that episode?
It's called Mushroom Samba.
Yeah.
And they basically, it's actually Ed, the goofy character, Ed.
Yeah.
It's her peak episode where it's about her, really. and her being a bounty hunter almost indirectly, and them tripping balls basically.
My favorite thing about that episode is that she sits down in Mushroom, and you see each one of the main characters walk by and just be like,
and take it in their own right,
and just kind of take it, and, and you see Spike kind of look at her like, huh. And you see him just kind of like reach behind his back and like grab it and just walk off casually,
That's awesome.
I love that episode.
Simon says he has a box set of the whole whole series. So.
Nice, good shit.
Good job, Simon, man. You know,
I mean,
people, man.
Cheers.
I don't know. For me, it's one of my favorite episodes. Honestly, it's right there next to the last two. Because it leads up to the last two. Like after Hard Luck Woman, you get the last two episodes. So like those three as a collective are just so, for me, like well done together in that group. Because again, it's the end of it. Like it kind of just really shows you how far these characters have come. In the sense of.
That's true, because there was definitely some character development with Spike, and they don't really allude to it too much, except for what you were talking about when everybody left.
Yeah,
then you see that he actually grew as a person,
right? And it's just because you see it in their eye when that moment. Like I love the way they drew up the moment where he kind of lights the cigarette and he realizes, says bye bye. That's when he sees that shit, and he doesn't show the emotion, but you can see it there,
right.
Which is crazy because it's a fucking cartoon. Like the fact they can manage that, that's what's one of the things that always got me about the show. Is that
cartoons can be emotional?
Yeah,
Futurama with the dog,
Toy Story.
Knows what I'm talking about. Everybody that knows seen Futurama knows what I'm talking about with that episode.
Right.
That episode.
So yeah, but the last two episodes though, like that whole that's how you end a fucking show.
Yeah.
Like. Oh man, and like you were saying, the first part one of the Real Folk Blues, that
was awesome.
God, man,
a lot happened those two episodes.
Yeah, and that's why you see why I love Vicious as a villain, because so calculated. Like how they're like taking him out to be executed, and he's like, "But you do know, what I'm saying, the venom," and he's like, "I'm like, yo, he's." Better watch out. Then the end of the episode when shit hits the fan, bro.
Yes.
Fuck, man. And then the opening of the second episode. That's
second to last.
Yeah, well, the last episode, the last episode, the second part where it opens up.
I got you. Yeah.
I love the part where he's like, "Yo, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna make a scene," and he just starts fucking blasting, dude.
Good shit.
He's a monster, and Julia, ride or die. Like, I love that about.
I wish she was more developed as a character, though.
I think
they
it's
didn't have her enough
that
in
way,
there, though.
Yeah,
they didn't really have her enough in the show to really develop her.
That's what I'm saying, though.
But
I did not care about her anything.
I think honestly,
it was more so caring about Spike's attachment to her, in the past, more so than her herself.
Because it's not even about her as the person. It's just more the effect that she had on him.
Yeah.
And you finally see it like in action.
Because they kind of talk about her here and there, and you don't see anything really, and don't really do much outside of that, And then all of a sudden she's here in the second to last episode.
Yeah, well, the last two episodes, basically.
The last two episodes, yeah.
And then the way they do her on the last episode.
Yeah.
That whole scene was that like John Woo? That was like John Woo's thing, right?
Yeah, right. The dubs and shit.
Yeah. Fucking shot John Woo on that one.
Yeah.
Dude, the dub, like, yeah.
Those were dubs. Right?
And the how she mouths it and you don't know what it is until the end of the episode. Bro.
Yeah.
I love them all. And honestly, Cowboy Funk doesn't get enough credit.
I don't know them by name.
With the cowboy. With Andy.
That was my favorite episode of this block.
Yeah.
To be honest, it cracked me up.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It was one of their more comedy-oriented episodes.
To me, the whole thing is hilarious because you have this Unabomber, essentially. It's like a Ted Kaczynski almost.
Yeah, right.
Who's trying to, like...
And he had a good message, though!
He had a good message. I really enjoyed that part. But he was trying to be taken seriously, and they were more concerned about... Spike and Andy were more concerned about, like, their... what do you want to say? Like
their kind of rivalry at the end.
Yeah. Their egos combating against each other.
Exactly.
And at the end of the episode, he's trying to tell a story, and they're too busy trying to fight.
Yeah.
it just cracked me up because it's like you think of like Ted Kaczynski if they were to catch him now in today's world,
Right.
just like.
And well,
not
the
being
funny
taken
thing is
seriously at all.
when I started watching, I remembered immediately when I started watching. I was like, that's right, yeah, this is funny, and I knew you would enjoy his message at the end. Though.
I totally did.
Like,
Yes.
that shit, I was like, Chuck's gonna like the message this guy has to say. I already know it, but yeah, I love that episode.
I just want to preface this too with saying I do not know how to build a bomb, and I'm not
Right,
gonna-
exactly. But so for me,
Good job, Will.
I'm gonna. I think the best way to wrap it up though.
I don't even know yet.
I think we should do 2 ratings.
Get it.
And how so? Like
2 ratings.
Let me guess.
The last 6 episodes
And then overall.
and the overall. Yeah. So for me,
I have to leave my watch party.
the last 6 episodes, I want to say, was a solid 9. And then obviously for the show, I'm fucking solid 10.
I honestly would have said 9 for that block too, because I kind of like the 5 episodes before that a little bit more.
yeah, which is fine, and that's understandable. But yeah, for me, definitely the series as a whole, 10. Like it is that show that transcends and still fucking just hits. It's got
I
great
did think
music.
it was kind of funny that it's so futuristic, and then there's the one scene where they're talking about like
funny, man.
the brain scratch episode.
Right.
And he's like, no more wires. I'm like,
Yeah.
they don't even have wires now.
Exactly, dude. Like that shit was hilarious.
We're already on wireless. Like they couldn't even have predicted that, or at least wrote that
Right.
in there.
What do you
So,
say?
all right, Red, you're up next.
For what?
Bebop.
Oh, my overall, by the way.
Well, we're gonna get back to you.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Red,
Yeah.
you're Bebop.
I'm reading Oscar right now.
Yeah,
It's
you
hilarious.
gotta read it out loud.
You want me to read it out loud?
Go ahead,
Read it out
man.
loud.
Here's Oscar Soriano. I'll touch all your
I am-
peepees.
Iron Blood tattoos.
I'm far from finished. I'll touch all your peepees twice for good measure. No homo? Question mark. Okay, fine. Like 2 3/4 homo. Only due to eye contact. That's the only thing. It's important for all you know to know I care. Bo, you sexy. Oh. Can I get your number?
You have it.
John,
Oh,
solid
you like
cock.
fucking Ikes? John, what?
John, solid. I can't even say it, bro.
Say it.
John, solid cock all through your life.
All through your life.
Scott, I saw him, recorded it. Meet Toboggan?
Toboggan.
Toboggan?
Meat toboggan.
Toboggan?
Meat toboggan.
Toboggan?
This is what's going on in the chat. This is great.
I miss you fuckers. So many drunken nights. God damn it.
All right.
Love you, Oscar.
So, Red, go ahead. What is your take on the last 6
I love
episodes?
you, Oscar, by the way, and
We do. We appreciate you for tuning in.
Thank you. Right now.
we've all sold cock every so often for money.
I give,
And with that said, I'm going to
Wait,
give it
you're
an
making money?
8.0 out of 10
For the last 6 episodes?
for the last 6 episodes.
So, which one was your favorite?
The penultimate.
The second to last? Okay. All right. But, all right. What about the series as a whole? We're going to do the 2 ratings.
As a whole, a 9 out of 10.
Nice.
Love it.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. Back to you, Chuck.
For the last 6 episodes, like I said, the 5 before that, I thought I liked them a little bit better.
Okay.
A lot happened in the last 6 episodes. I'd probably give it like a 9.2 for the last 6.
Okay.
Once again, the Teddy Bomber episode was my favorite, especially because his name is Ted, by the way.
Right,
Ted
exactly.
Kaczynski.
Yeah.
And the last name Bomber, Bommer, That
Yep.
was pretty funny. Overall, as coming from someone that likes maybe 5 animes altogether, not including
Right.
the Miyazaki movies, 9.8
Nice.
is a solid show all
It
the way
is.
through, and the soundtrack is phenomenal.
Yeah. That's yeah.
What about the
I will
movie?
find
Did
that
we
in
talk
vinyl.
about the movie?
we gotta get there. So, hey, Aruba, I know you didn't do any research or any
Absolutely
any
not.
homework, but out of everything you saw, what do you give it
You know,
so far? You can't give it a full good judge, but we'll give you something to do.
just from hearing you guys banter back and forth about it, and just from the intro song alone,
Right?
man, that shit. I'm gonna give it a 9.0.
Nice.
It just seeing the love between and how it brought us all together, and the vibe it gives me when I listen to the intro song. I'm like, man, I gotta watch this show. I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm gonna give it a 9.
I like it.
It's a
I like
pre-rating.
I'm a fan.
Shout out to Karen Hobbs. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. All right, I'm
Shout
gonna
out
call
to
him
Karen.
Jofer.
Is that a dude or a chick?
Oh,
I've never met
Karen Hobbs?
I've never met a
Karen?
dude named Karen before.
Karen
So
is a
What the
chick.
fuck is
you
it?
never know. We're calling Jofer.
I thought you said Carrie, maybe.
Oh no, it's
We're
Karen
calling
Hobbs.
Jofer.
Karen Hobbs.
Love you, Karen.
What's up,
Love you,
brother?
Karen.
Hey, guy.
What's up, man?
10th grade
We got
Spanish class.
Jofer on right now, ladies and gentlemen.
AKA
She was in
the
what?
Bodega
She was at
Pirate.
Lake Tahoe?
Bodega
Yeah.
Pirate. He is.
She's in Miss Cruz's Spanish class.
He's on injured
Sat in
reserve.
front of me.
So we're gonna. So Jofer,
Point St.
Yeah.
Lucie.
we just finished our around the circle here. I
Okay.
know you can't be here, but so the last 6 episodes, we're gonna do
Yes.
2 scores. The last
Okay.
6, and then the series as a whole.
Fair enough.
But go ahead and give us your take on the last.
You gotta do
6.
the movie too, though, right?
All right,
Yeah.
so the last 6, I think, tied up the series very well.
Wait, hold
I
on
think
a
that-
second. Hold on a second. Did you say
What?
you're sick? Is that why you're not here? You sound perfectly fine, motherfucker.
you said the same thing to me. So.
It's like it comes at night. We would probably murder
Listen.
him. It would have no problem.
Yeah, I don't
Exactly.
He's like, hey, tonight's my night.
That shit's still dormant, and I'm still coughing up a bunch of fucking phlegm. So then that's why I'm here.
We're
Fuck
okay
you,
with that.
man.
I'm good on that.
All right.
All right, man.
So that being said, so the last 6,
That's
bro,
the
I
right
think it
door.
tied everything so well perfectly. Also, you could start to see that a lot of the plot lines started to close altogether.
Right.
You finally saw the departure of Ed. One thing that I want to ask Big Red about, what did you think about Hard Luck Woman?
I did not like it as much as I liked the previous Faye.
Really?
oriented
As
episode.
much you didn't like Hard Luck Woman as much as Talk of the Child?
It was
But
too
here's what
much. It was too much information. I
What's that?
I wanted to know less. I liked knowing just that she was cryogenically frozen or whatever.
Here's the
I
whole
didn't
thing.
have to know the other. I
My-
felt like I got. There was too much going on with that. I'm like, okay.
But you see, so here's why I like that. Also, because as much as it explained everything, it also taught you that it was nothing of value. Faye went back. She found out who she was and everything. And guess what? It didn't matter because all the people that she loved, all the people that she cared for, guess what? They're all dead or they're dying.
Life, bro.
You know. So it kind of goes with the term of the entire series, with the exception of Ed, which is the one that probably had the better ending out of all of them. You notice that
Agreed.
Spike finally met his confronted his past, and Black Dog Serenade, and what happened? It led to nothing. They finally found out who she was, and it led to nothing. Spike, for lack of a better word, he found Julia. He found Julia, fought for her. She died. He killed Vicious, and it all led to nothing either. You know, I mean, he got his revenge, but what was it worth it? All the end? No, it wasn't. And you also realize that with Faye, when she goes back to the Bebop, that when Spike's about to die and everything, you realize that she doesn't want him to go because that's the only family that she has left.
Yeah. That part kind of hit me too. That part always hits me actually when she's like, I just realized all this shit, and now you're just wanting to fucking leave. And like, 'cause
not only-
they always, had that wanna-be hatred for each other, but she wanted him. She wanted to fuck him.
Well,
She has
obviously,
the big
but
titties
then,
too, dude.
But then the other thing is that you also figure out that once he starts telling her about his eyes and everything like that, she starts freaking out because she's like, "Why are you opening up to me now?" Because even she knows that like this is going to be a fleeting moment. It's all going to end.
Yeah.
Overall, I want to give the arc. I probably want to give it 9.8, and I told you it's only because I think that it always hits me hard because all this buildup was for nothing at the end.
Yeah.
And I mean, not for the viewer, but for the characters,
Right.
And you end up investing yourself so deeply into these characters that at the end, it brought them very little. I mean, the only one that I said was Ed and Ein that got away with pretty much a happy ending. Other than that, everybody else either died or found what they were looking for, and then found out that it wasn't what they wanted.
Yeah, and lost it. Because
Exactly.
finally Faye's like, yo, fuck it, I got a team, but then...
Then she loses Spike, and then Spike finally finds Julia, and then she loses Julia.
Right.
So
And Jet's like, fuck, that's my dog, and I know he's got to do
Exactly.
what he's got to do, but He's still
And
losing
then,
one of
bro.
his
So
good buddies.
here's one of the things. Here's one of the things that I noticed in this one
and Joe
viewing.
from
All right.
Making Love right now.
What's one of Spike's favorite foods?
Oh, bell peppers and beef.
Exactly, and that's the last thing that he finally feeds him
this
at
is
the end of
true.
at the end of the episode when they have their conversation at the end.
Yep.
He says, "Hey, thank you," and he finally feeds him his bell peppers and steak, and then off he goes to like start clapping hammers and fuck shit up.
Clapping
So-
hammers. Good call. Not cheeks. Not cheeks. Hammers. We clapping hammers out here, bitch. All right. So, what's the
one other
series
thing.
as a whole? Oh yeah, go ahead.
One other thing, right before I close that up. All
Yeah.
right. One other thing that I want y'all to look back on episode 24. You notice that right after Faye finds out who she is, and then she's like out of the shower and everything like that. You
Yeah.
notice that her hair's like combed back and everything like that, and she has a more like
Titties out.
a more like softer look.
Yeah.
And it's because she finally finds out that she was that girl on that videotape. She was that teenage girl, and you see like those those edges kind of blend in and soften down. And then that was the other part of the symbolism that I saw, that like once she found out who she was, she still like she toned down her edges, kind of like softened up around the bebop.
Yeah.
Overall, I would have to give the series a 10. I mean, you and I both know the cultural impact that that the series has. And think about it, bro. 22 years later, and it still has this impact on people.
Exactly. All right. So while you're on, we're gonna jump right into you about the movie.
One second. I gotta give a shout out.
Before that, we got some comments.
I'm sorry, we got some comments here.
Shout out.
I want to give a shout out to my man, Ricardo Troach. My main man he's in the Marines right now. He's doing his big thing.
Appreciate
Where's
you.
he at?
Protecting us. He's stationed in Missouri.
Protecting us from
Missouri. He's doing big things. Love you, man. Ricardo, you're the man. I love you. Miss you.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see you soon, man. Love you.
Get over
All right.
here, bitch.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service in Missouri.
So much. You and your family. Big things, man. Thank you.
We love you.
You get all serious. You're over there laughing like a jackass.
I know.
Yeah, you're laughing, not me.
All right, go ahead, Joe.
He's the fool.
Now, as far as the
that's that
movie,
dude right there, I can tell.
the movie
That's
to me,
my
retrospectively looking at it,
Yeah.
and I haven't seen it in a while.
and by the way, I found I specifically looked up. The movie does take place between 22 and 23.
Correct. Yeah, it takes place right before those two episodes. And here's the whole thing that I wasn't too keen on the movie, bro. Looking back on it, yeah, we got a little bit more bebop and everything like that, but it was just like
right.
Yeah, and not only that, but
The soundtrack's phenomenal. I love
the
it.
soundtrack's
the
amazing.
movie?
Yeah,
But
Y'all can suck
But
my dick, man.
here's the whole thing. The sound.
The
The
movie?
one thing that pained me with the movie is that it looks like it was just shoehorned into those episodes.
Okay.
I mean,
The
if
movie soundtrack.
you and I both have watched the series long enough where you can like detect those subtle, like to the average viewer it may not be that much, but like to you and I, you can tell that there's like not that clean like seamlessness that there would be with the episodes,
Right.
And even though that the creator originally intended this to be a like a per session episode, per session like everybody could enjoy it, I still felt like a little bit disconnected from the original series.
Yeah, I can see that.
I
a little bit.
actually,
Right.
I totally agree with
But that being said, I would probably give the movie a 9.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And as we do,
Dude, the
what
fight
was
scene
your,
at the end of the movie, though. God
Yeah.
damn.
what was
So
your
good.
what was your scene, Jofer? Before we let you get out of here.
Probably when he finally looks at him as he's dying, and he's like, he gets that reflection of himself, literally and figuratively, at the end.
Yeah. All right.
So that's probably my favorite movie, like my scene right there, bro.
All right. Well, Bodega Pyro, I want to thank you for calling in.
I'll see y'all in 2 weeks.
We'll see you
One
on
question.
the next episode.
All right, I don't know if y'all touched on this or not, but who y'all got for the Super Bowl?
Niners, not even close for me.
Niners.
Niners.
Go Sports.
Go
Niners.
Sports.
I have no idea, man.
I'm going to be the oddball and say Chiefs.
You know,
Fuck it.
It's gonna be. I hope it's a good game anyway.
The Niners are the most complete team in the fucking
And then they give you
league.
by the Chiefs.
Niners. All I hear is
By
Niners.
their offense, by
Maybe.
one guy.
Sure.
Niners
Or
are
not one
solid
guy,
this
but
year.
Fuck if I know, bro.
Niners, dude.
They're due for one. They're finally due
They've
for
had
another one.
injuries
This
on
is-
both sides of the ball.
This-
they've had
here's the thing.
injuries.
This is
Still there.
this
Dude,
is how much.
If they didn't have any injuries,
Back
they'd
to
be
sports
undefeated
talk.
right now.
This is how
For
much.
real.
This is how much I know about these two teams. The team in red's gonna win.
Well, there you go.
I
Bo's
don't know
actually
about
right.
that.
Bo's right. He's right.
All right, Jofer. I appreciate you, man. Bodega Pirate.
Yo, you
we'll
there?
see you on the next episode. All right.
Sounds good. All right, later, bro.
Take it
better,
easy.
Joe.
Joker,
Niners.
I love
Go
you, bro.
Niners.
I
Go
love you,
Niners.
man.
All round of applause there.
We love you, Joe.
All right. Chuck did not get to watch the movie, unfortunately, right?
I'm still gonna watch it regardless. I just
Right.
didn't get a chance to.
You didn't watch the Bebop movie?
I couldn't find it. I was actually telling Bill about
You gotta
this
go to
before
like
the show.
what is it called? Kiss Anime or some shit?
It's not on Funimation.
Kiss. No, you don't go there. That's official shit. You gotta go underground.
Hey, we gotta say some thank yous to a lot of people who are watching us
Yeah,
tonight,
go
man.
for it.
Yeah,
'Cause there's
appreciate
a lot
y'all.
of people watching, a lot of people commenting.
Y'all get
we
a-
love you. Thank you so
Y'all
much.
get a round of applause.
Thank you for commenting. Thank you for keeping this interesting. Red is he's a wild card over here, man.
You know what I'm saying? So, Red,
we love you.
That's
Thank
love,
you.
though.
what
Yeah.
what's your take on the movie, man?
The movie?
Yeah, the movie, because we got to get that through. Because
I'll be honest, man. Like I like the animation.
Okay.
1000%, and I feel like it was actually better than the show for the most part.
Right.
But like the musical cues,
Really?
I did not like.
Not even what planet
The
is
big-
this? The big action scene towards the end when they were having to steal the formula and all that
It
shit.
was fine.
I love that song. What planet is this? Oh fuck, man! Now you got to
Even from the opening, like they opened them. It's too poppy bullshit. Are you there? You didn't even watch it.
I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
No, I mean,
dude, there was like I love the animation of the opening of the movie, but
Right.
it was like there was a pop song, and it literally the whole 4 minutes of the song was fucking part of this montage, and I'm like, I love the animation.
It was
but I am
showing
not,
off the animation.
I am not vibing with this right now. Like, and I was upset with myself. I wanted to, but I wasn't.
this one.
But
Yep,
Tank
those
is
songs
Tank is
play
incredible. That's fine.
This was the one. This was the big action scene.
Yeah, that was fine. Yeah, no, that was fine. But like,
You're playing this over the other song, by the way. It's just a cluster fucking noise right now.
Oh, is it? Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm sorry. I'm a bad engineer. I don't do this.
Ese es día primero.
But
you're not your brother.
yeah. So, what are you giving the movie?
The movie, I'll be honest, man, I wasn't feeling as much as the show.
Bring it down a
But
little bit.
but the final fucking the fight sequence at the end,
Yeah.
God, dude,
Yeah.
and it was so well choreographed, and they both had their own individual style of fighting.
Right.
I'm like struggling to speak right now. I'm a little drunk, to be honest.
You're okay.
No shit.
So far, so good.
I have no idea. No clue whatsoever.
Shut up, man.
You're fucking doing great. You're fucking doing great.
He is. Oh, look at him. He's sticking up for him. Oh, that's cute. Started
But-
off fighting.
Keep it going.
I probably should have started drinking when I got
I bet they
here,
go tip to tip.
Tip to tip.
It definitely crossed streams.
I love tip to tip.
Tip to tip, not tit to tit.
Oh, tip to tits?
Tip the tits.
Tip to
Are we doing tip to tip or tip to tits?
Whichever one you like.
I like tip to tip.
Wait.
Shout out to the titties.
Just the tip?
So
For Red, that's everything.
Shout out to the titties out there. 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. That's not bad. It's not bad. What about you, Chuck?
I didn't see the movie.
Oh, that's right.
However, I do want to say, as far as like Cowboy Bebop goes as the show,
Yeah.
that's easily my top two animes.
Yeah.
That and One Punch Man are my two favorites. That was a freaking great show. So thank you.
So, all right. For me, I love the movie. I actually like the movie soundtrack. I loved it overall. I like the opening song. I thought it fit the intro. I think, in my opinion, I think it all worked really well.
Some people like sucking dicks.
Sure. Some people like sucking dicks. You're correct. There's
some
no
people-
arguing that.
And some
There-
people like Nickelback.
Right,
you know?
exactly.
Sorry,
And
can't
some
talk
people
about
like Good
Nickelback sucks.
Charlotte, you know?
Some people like Nickelback.
Sorry, Canada, I love you, but Nickelback fucking sucks.
You know what? Look, they have like one or two decent songs, all right?
You mean the same
wait,
song
wait,
over
you
and
like
over
Nickelback?
again.
Look not
this
like
photograph.
a lot. No, not that one. No.
I'm sorry.
And some people think Big Bang Theory's hilarious.
Yeah, I can't.
That show's trash.
But yeah, the story I think was dope. You know, I don't want to ruin it too much for Chuck because it's good to
I'm still gonna watch it.
right.
I need to know.
But I loved how the whole idea of the bioterrorism, all that shit. I thought it was very well thought out. And the villain Vincent. I love how they kind of tied together. Again, they mentioned the war on Titan, which was a big thing for Vicious. I like how they brought. I would love a movie or something, a miniseries of the War on Titan. I would love to know
like an
what
offshoot
happened
altogether.
Yeah,
that'd be really cool.
because it's a big deal for this villain to be involved with it. Because he's involved in somehow with the War on Titan, and then obviously Vicious with the episode of the Jupiter Jazz. They mentioned the War on Titan,
right?
So yeah, I like how they incorporated that. But my favorite scene, though, hands down, is the intro. I love the last fight. I love the movie as a whole. But that intro, not the music part, but the actual beginning of the movie, the hit, the actual.
Oh yeah, that was good. Yeah.
The slight hand of comedy with the guy robbing the fucking
That was
store.
good.
And then the quick banter, the argument between them two, like, yo, you said there was only 3 people, and the dude comes out of the bathroom, like, just that whole thing. And it sets you up for people that don't know, and this is their first experience with it, you know, how they mentioned the whole cowboy thing, you know, bounty hunter, and they put those two together. They make that connection as they did with the show, you know. Okay. That's what bounty hunters were nicknamed, were cowboys. So I thought that was dope. I like how they did that, and already gave you a sense of the characters immediately, and just kind of sets up what you're getting into. So the movie is dope. The art, the story, and putting in the context of being in between those certain episodes, 22 and 23, really helps too, you know, if you have been watching the show. So as a whole, the movie is easily getting a fucking 9 out of me. Doesn't honestly, the only reason I don't give it a 10 is because I did want a little bit more on Vincent and the War on Titan. I want to know a little bit more about it. But otherwise, it was fucking solid. So that's it. That's it. We're done. Cowboy Bebop, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give Cowboy Bebop a fucking round of applause.
I never saw an episode, 3 episodes. Let's see, but that intro song.
So, all right, guys, we're gonna be closing it out here soon. So let's get our picks going.
Hold on. Hey, you really hurt Karen Hobbs' feelings calling her a man, bro. She's demanding an apology.
Demanding?
Well, no, she's not demanding, but she's pretty hurt, and I told her that I would request an apology for her.
I apologize. I'm sure that you're a beautiful woman. I'm a piece of shit.
I told her he knows not what he does.
I know not what I do. One too many highlights.
Karen, we love you. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes.
Thank you very much. We love you very much.
You know,
I apologize, Cray.
10th grade.
She gets a round of applause.
10th grade Spanish class, Miss Cruz's. I was there for you. Come on.
You know, and this is you know what, Red? All right, so Aruba, if you pick something, are you gonna actually watch it?
I only picked stuff that I. Yeah, I'll
because you were absent last episode, which is understandable. You know, you have things.
Yep.
So I'm gonna let you have a pick here.
You know,
you get first pick.
Let me think about it. Start with Red. I'm gonna think of a good comedy. I'm gonna think of a comedy.
Red.
All right.
Okay, so I'm actually gonna throw up like 3 or 4 or 5.
No, you only get one.
No, I'm gonna I'm gonna throw up like 5 movies. Y'all pick what you want.
No, that's not how this works.
Damn it.
You're suggesting the movie.
Just save it for the next like 4 episodes
Right.
after this.
You got a
Choose
list?
one and
You go
save 4
first.
more.
You go
No.
I'm looking through Netflix.
Fuck, god damn it, Chuck.
Season 1 of One Punch Man.
Season 1 is that our next?
I
Yes.
like that show.
We gotta do fucking anime again. God damn it.
One Punch Man is a good
However,
show.
it's so fucking good. However, the subbed version is way better than the dub. I've watched a little bit of both. The Japanese voice acting is way better, especially Saitama. He's way better than the Japanese actor.
Okay, all right. So, how many episodes are in that season?
Between 8 and 10.
Have we done
We
a
can,
that's
we can
it?
do the first 5. If
Have we
you
done
want,
a
but they're
real
short.
martial arts movie yet?
We have. I don't think we have.
What? I'm about that life, bro.
Let's do it. All right.
However, One Punch Man's like, I think they're like 22 to 30 minute episodes.
Oh, that's not bad.
So they're not bad. And you'll get pretty hooked quickly.
Okay, so all right, fine. That's your pick.
Yes.
So all right, so we're gonna do those. You said how many episodes are there?
Between like 8 and 10. I
Between
don't
8
remember
and
in
10?
10. I don't remember.
All right, so
specifically.
let's do this.
You do like the first 5.
Well, okay, sure. All right, fuck it. We'll do the first 5. First 5 because you're only what 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes.
They're pretty short, yeah.
Okay. All right, fuck it. First 5 episodes of One Punch Man locked in. Red, go.
We're gonna do a martial arts movie.
I think your mic fucked up.
We're gonna do a martial arts movie.
All right, what are we doing?
The Night Comes for Us on Netflix.
The Night Comes for Us. Somebody's writing this shit down?
Yeah, is someone writing this down? Because I'm not.
All right, The Night Comes for Us. All right.
Dude, you want to talk about, like, we're going to have some scenes we're going to talk about.
Bruh, dude, oh man, there's so many fucking, like, all right.
I'm blanking.
You're putting me in a rabbit hole. Stop it.
No, y'all ain't ready for this shit.
No, bruh, I fucking love martial arts. Don't. I'm ready.
Why is there no cover?
Anyways.
That's because it's, like, original as fuck. That's me coming in.
All right, let's do that.
Oh,
you fucked up the camera.
I'm sorry.
There you go. All right, you good.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
All right, Aruba.
All right. I'm going to go back to one of the first comedies I saw as a kid.
Okay.
And I still watch to this day. I'm going to go with original Dumb and Dumber.
You know?
Okay.
Oh my god! I had a feeling you were gonna pick
the best movie of all time.
Yes. Oh my god, I love that movie, and I can't wait to review it.
Shout out to Jub. She better be watching. Joe for sister. I'm sorry, I fucked up.
You good? I fixed it.
It's Yub. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Shout out to Jub. She knows.
Jub.
Yes.
Because
all right. So Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber.
First 5 episodes of One Punch Man, which is on Netflix as well.
And Hulu.
And
YouTube,
I think it was called The Night Comes for Us.
The Night Comes for Us?
1 second, hold up.
I guess we're only doing movies.
Yeah,
with
The Night Comes for Us.
Right, apparently.
On Netflix.
All right, The Night Comes for Us.
Dude, you want to talk about, like, fucked up scenes, fucked up shit going on?
I bet. All right, and
The Night Comes for Us on Netflix.
And for me,
it's a martial arts / fucked up, fuck your ass up movie.
Well, I mean,
Punch
that's...
Man. That was a good one.
Thank you.
My cousin told me about that show. And
It's my favorite anime. It surprised me how much I love it.
You know what?
I love it. I love that one.
You know what? All right.
I'm drunk.
Really?
I feel like
I was drunk before I got in here, man.
we're gonna figure this out. We're gonna go ahead and that's gonna be our selections for right now. We might actually add something. We're gonna figure that out because I'm trying to keep it all.
You know what?
Are you trying to figure out something that you want to recommend, or
that? Well, I think the passion might make it, but we'll discuss that.
How about Nightcrawler?
No, shut up.
No, we're doing
with
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yes, that movie was awesome.
No, you already submitted your pick.
Midsummer on.
You already submitted.
Midsummer was top 10 for me
last year. It still has night in the title,
right? Yeah, but no, you made your pick. All right, so we got They Come at Night or whatever the fuck it's called.
The Night Comes for Us.
The Night Comes for Us.
It's called
The Night. The Night Comes for Us.
Something night coming. What? I don't know.
The first 5
It Comes
episodes
at Night was the last movie.
Of
this one's
One
The
Punch
Night
Man.
Comes for Us.
And we're gonna be doing Dumb and Dumber.
I'm clearly attracted to a certain type.
Aruba. Aruba.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any events coming up?
Night, and then I do The Night Comes for Us.
You mean dark movies that go nowhere?
Hey, Red.
A bunch of movies that are fucked up, bro.
Red.
I'm sorry.
No, man, go ahead. I don't have anything going on this month.
No.
I'm gonna just try to hit up some open mics around Tampa.
All right.
Maybe hit some side splitters. Hit some new ones out in St. Pete. Some in Dunedin. So I'm just gonna keep grinding it out, and I got no shows, and just kind of working on some material.
Yeah, coming out. You might catch one of us at the shows too. You know.
Yeah, man. I'll definitely keep you guys posted, and got a lot of stuff gotta work out. But yeah.
All right, Chuck. Any shout outs to anybody? Any shout outs? Any last words?
I've been hooked on this band lately. Moved from they're called Turbid North. They used to be from Alaska, moved down to Texas to be part of a scene that isn't so tiny like it would be in Alaska.
Right.
The last album they put out was Austin or Dallas, I forget. Their last album was 2015. It's fucking phenomenal. It's like mixing sludge metal. Like you take like Mastodon, Intronaut, Baroness, and mix it with like straight up death metal like Morbid Angel. and a little bit of Pink Floyd in there, and Black Sabbath.
I know that one.
And Black Sabbath.
I know that one too.
It's
What the
fucking
fuck?
phenomenal.
What are they called again?
Turbid North. It goes to one of the things where like the first like 3 songs are really groovy, intense, brutal, and then it gets really like spacey and kind of like Pink Floyd, kind of doomy, kind of like Black Sabbath. It's phenomenal. I absolutely love it. The album's called Eyes Alive. EYES Eyes Alive.
I got it.
All right.
Love it.
All right. And Red, any parting words? Any shout outs? Anybody you want to shout out?
Shout out to Germany.
The whole country.
The whole fucking country.
Shout out to Germany. Most people don't come back from that.
Okay.
Y'all made a solid comeback.
What?
Out of context.
1946.
Wait,
shout out to Germany.
wait. Shh. Most people don't come back from that.
Depends
And
on
America loves a comeback story. So
All right.
if we love nothing else, it's a comeback story.
Sounds good.
Germany. Germany. That you're 65% income tax rate. Notwithstanding.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Red.
I think Red's having a
wait,
stroke
wait.
here. Let's go.
Right. Fucking, you okay?
No.
Do you smell burnt toast right now?
It's a 65% effective tax rate. That sucks. But Germany, you're legit. You came back from that. We love a comeback story. I love you. The Jews still running shit. So y'all are
Nope.
fucking badass too.
Let me rephrase that for you.
Hey, wait.
The Jews aren't, the Zionists are. It's a completely different thing.
Oh God.
Also,
But that's a
A
different
totally
show.
different
Different show.
conversation.
Different show.
hey, also, I'll be a guest brilla tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll be a guest brilla tomorrow.
He's the one passed out in the street.
Yeah.
I'm the one passed out on the street. Hit me up.
Yeah, Bobby said, hey, make sure you don't drink too much because he needs you for tomorrow. So
Leave a
Boom.
$1 in his pocket so we can Uber home.
I'll be there.
All
Hey,
right.
no. If you want to get $20 in a free tax credit. What am I saying?
I don't know what you're saying, bro.
All right.
We just let you go, bro.
You want to get a $20 credit with Lyft? Put in Captain Morgan 20 on Lyft promo code. Tomorrow, if you're within 5 miles of downtown Tampa, you get $20. Captain Morgan 20. Shut
all
the fuck
you-
up. I'm being real right
For
now.
all you first-time Gasparilla people, it's well worth
It is,
Ubering or
though.
lifting.
Be safe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
please.
I'm gonna be
Please
lifting
be safe.
myself. I'm just trying to get y'all some free money.
Yeah, and be
I'm
safe.
trying to help.
Even
Be safe.
Parking fucking sucks
safe.
for
Fuck y'all,
one.
man. Fuck y'all.
Parking sucks.
Was it
People are
Captain
drunk and
Morgan
crazy. You don't want to deal with those people. Uber or Lyft if you can.
Yeah.
All right,
absolutely.
Joe.
Yeah, man. Don't drink and
Absolutely.
drive.
No drinking and driving. Shout out to people going out